I knew that was weird. Man, we keep losing Lou.
It got something to do with
be on today.
Nah, it got something to do with my storage or something, man. It won't let me log in. That's why it wouldn't let me do the Patreon you sent me. The Patreon you sent me, Jay. Kept asking me to send a loop.
Oh, you're low on storage on your phone.
My computer.
I mean, your computer, yeah.
Yeah, so they saved my background and that. Never would.
All right, Sheldon, did you listen to it?
Which one now? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
You listened to the Cole album?
No, not yet.
Lou, I know you checked it out.
Not yet.
Yeah, we reviewed it today.
What was your thoughts?
It's too long. That was pretty much. It was rapping. He was rapping well, but it was just way too long. He was like one of those niggas that you already know smart, but that you keep trying to do shit to show you that they smart, and be like, bro, you just doing too much, bro. We get it. You smart, bro. Like, we know you can rap. And he was just doing a whole lot of extra shit on here to me.
Ken, what about you?
Y'all doing a review?
Did y'all post
it?
Yeah, we are.
Tomorrow. Yeah, I review.
Okay,
I was trying not to say too much.
Yeah.
Are you on
too?
Huh? You gonna be on that review too?
I don't
know. We did ours today.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he said theirs will be out tomorrow. And ours will be out.
We can wait for yours then, Ken. Since you about to do a whole thing.
So I publicly put out tweeted, no way this is the album.
Damn. You
So
leave it like that.
Yeah, I tweeted that. So that's already public. That's already public. So
what did you think, Nick? You're not reviewing it nowhere.
Nah, I've been going back and forth with Doc and his peoples about it. It's pure
my peoples. Niggas in my peoples.
Yeah, you the one that you introduced me to the crew. It's a purebred super high album. Like Hall of Fame super high album. Like I think J. Cole the Dirk Nowitzki of hip hop, bro. He got one ring, he got one MVP, but everything else in between. Like if you look at his resume sounds, oh yeah, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, which is what he is. But if you go through the years of like his career, you be like, oh, dude, this dude was better. This dude was better. This dude had a few more runs. He had a few more chips. It's kind of like there's some places to be desired. But this album, if this is his last album, really good concept. But I feel like it was, I feel like it could have been better.
How's the production?
Production was super high. Again, yeah, it's not. Again, like to me, it's like to me, I'm not trying to compare it to nothing, but I'm like, I'm only trying to compare the mindset of it as far as like when Jay-Z went into the Black Album, and he was like, "This is gonna be my last album, y'all." He went to get he got the greatest producers ever. He was like, "Listen, the best producers out even early, like he got Ninth Wonder." Yeah, right. During like his little brother phase, but he still grabbed him. He got what was it? Early Kanye technically. Like really. he went to
not really. It wasn't early Kanye,
but he got for real Kanye. But I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but these are like they were young. They were still young in their careers, production wise. Even with Neptunes and all that. For real, like
I mean, they was at their prime, but I mean, it
wasn't their peaks. It wasn't their peaks. You know what I'm saying? It was still like they were still known.
For real. It kind of was, wasn't it?
It was for real peak at least. It wasn't Kanye's.
I don't know if that was Pharrell's peak.
Yeah, Tim. They were all hot at that point.
When did Black Album come out? Was that 04?
That's 04, yeah.
That's not
all of them was hot. All of them was hot at that time.
I get what you're saying. Nonetheless, that is Pharrell's peak, bro. I promise you this.
Yeah, that's when Chad was still around.
I promise you. Yeah, it went downhill after that.
I don't know the way they jumped on us for that let God sort him out, you would think
That's
he
what I'm
was
saying.
still at his peak.
I feel like Pharrell's. Well, that's the separate the conversation. All I'm saying is that I wish Cole would have like. Yes, he got The Alchemist on a one track, and yeah, he did whatever. But it's like he could have got some of the best producers out right now to be like, let me just rap, y'all craft the sound, and I'll go. He can still tell his story. I just feel like the beats were just kind of, it does make you focus on his rapping, and that's fine if that was because that's what his intent was. But I just feel like it could have been a more grander album for like a final album, especially because he knows going into it what his criticism are. That's why I feel like I really respect Nas, what he does in his second or third leg of his career, where he went to go get Hit Boy. He went to go to these other producers. He was like, he even tried it with Kanye. He was like, listen, I heard what y'all been saying. Let me go with the number ones and see what we can do. Like
Nas made Hit Boy good.
Yeah, when you doing
Hey, what happened with that verses? Spike.
Smoke.
No, we're not gonna do that because
smoke.
Versus is definitely different, bro. You gotta like niggas just don't know what to
It
play.
was different for Hit Boy.
Second time it's gonna happen to him though. At some point, it's a user error. It happened to him when he went against
exactly. That's
he went against Metro.
He doesn't. No, he went against.
It wasn't Metro. It was Burna Boy or Wonder Boy.
He lost to Mike Will Made It. Is what I was told.
Wonder Boy.
Mike Will smoke.
He said, Burna Boy
will smoke. Hey, Nick, did you watch it? You didn't watch it?
Hell no, I already knew Mike Will.
Hey, Nick, Hit Boy was like, Hit Boy was so stressed. He was like, hey, man, how many songs we got left, man?
He's trying to get over it.
Once y'all told me that he played some of the Nas tracks, I was like, bro, he don't know what he's doing. He don't know what he's doing.
That's all it is.
And it's crazy because he has a great production catalog. That's the crazy thing. He just didn't play the right records.
Yes, exactly.
Bro, he bought Big Sean out. He thought that was gonna be a moment.
I thought Big Sean was there to support him.
Nah, nigga rapped twice for no reason. For no reason. Like what?
A clutch game and it's Kiss My Fish and Drake My Beer. Just so you know.
Hey, what? What is it?
It's some song lyric they had. You know, they had a separate halftime show, and that's the country song that's floating around. And dude, like, I just want to kiss my fish and drink my beer.
But I do have. I mean, I've listened to the album some more since the first time I listened to it, so I do have some more thoughts on it.
When I try to, y'all was right, bro. I try to work out. Usually, that's the best time for me to listen to an album, bro. Ken, it was the hardest workout. Like,
I don't know why you did that.
You went from working out to doing yoga.
He was meditating.
He started meditating.
I don't know.
See, man,
I almost fell off the treadmill.
To have a classic album like that, though, you really gotta your production has to stand on its own. To me, it has to be. You can play an instrumental and it'd be straight. That
don't happen until at the time, though, Sheldon.
The biggest.
What you mean?
It wasn't even the production, though, Sheldon. It was more so like this album just way too personal. Like, bro, his nigga, he rapping the people in Fayetteville, and like he didn't do the thing that all of hip hop wanted to do. He did the thing that his fans wanted him to do. Make a personable,
but I'm fine with that.
Fayetteville, do that stuff.
That's not the issue.
It's fine, but that's not going to be a classic album.
For your last album, yeah.
I honestly think, and I'm fine with it because they said
it's not his last album.
The first disc was about him going into his 30s, and then the second disc was about where he's at today. It's a retrospective album. I'm fine with the concepts, but make it cinematic. You know what I'm saying? Like even
that literally, like he proved it. Like he can't, like you just go ahead.
Why is the bar classic though, Spike? Like why can't it just start from being
because he's
a
great.
double disc?
It's J. Cole.
I mean, but
like he said that. Well, I didn't.
When's the last time he gave you a classic album?
Over 10 years ago.
Which is all the more reason, 2014, which is all the more reason that you would think with the hype and the build up and the talk about, and I took 10 years to make this album, and I'm giving you these perspectives. You would think that, this is going to be a big, grandiose, classic facing album. But he just tried to make it, it was just too personal to be that. It was almost like a fuck you not in a bad way, but in a I know what you want, but I'm just gonna because I'm so good at doing what Jermaine Cole does. I'm just gonna do that.
That's how you feel about
and I dare
444
y'all to hate on it. That's a great question. Similar feelings about 444. Yeah,
444. 2020 hindsight. It's super all right too, because people were trying to say that was a classic.
The replay value for that on me is
I don't know what y'all talking about. That's one.
I'm saying
what you disagree with about what I'm saying, Jalen.
I mean, I think I'm not sitting here trying to defend the album because I'm not the biggest fan of the album. I already saw me in the chat. I ain't like it's okay. I just think making the standard of when you say classic, I was like, why is the standard for him to have a classic? Like, I think the bar was already gonna be hard because you're making a double album. Which, side note, I'm sick of all this disrespect from everybody, not specifically y'all. I'm just putting it out in the universe, bro. Life After Death is not the last great double disc album. Y'all better put some respect on Crit name, bro. I'm sick of this shit. Like niggas act like forever is a mighty long time. Ain't that one? So I'm sick of that shit with that saying it hasn't been a great one since Life After Death. Like, nah, we're gonna cut that shit out.
I think that again, I'm not expecting. I don't care for this album to be a classic because Cole has proven he can make a classic album. He already did it, so I don't need him to do it again. And so
exactly.
the rest of his career, he's made good to really good albums. I was just expecting this album to be a more experimental with the production. That was it. I knew he was not going to let anyone down with his rapping or storytelling or whatever the fuck he had to say, which he didn't. I think we all agree on that. I'm just like, bro, like it could have sounded better.
If someone of his stature is saying that this is going to be their final project, you expect it to be at a certain level. And if it's all right, if it's mid, then that ain't that level. Not a J. Cole. I would expect it to be better than that. That's why. That's where the classic thought comes from. To me, I would expect it to be up there.
I'm with you because I was disappointed because I was expecting more. But I guess this is for Nick. Did you like Might Delete Later? Because the way you talking about production, like I feel like
I did like Might Delete Later.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a good EP, which I was hoping again, like especially in this day and age, the quality of rapping has gone down, but the quality of production has gone up. I feel like we're in one of the greatest eras, probably in the last 20 years, of music production in hip hop. So when it comes to certain, like I'm more excited for Baby Keem's album when it comes to like I know I'm gonna hear some shit on there.
So it's Baby Keem.
I know I'm gonna hear some shit on there.
Be some shit on there.
No, hey Lou, real talk from a production standpoint, Baby Keem got a really good ear. Just like Game.
I ain't paying these old niggas no mind. You ain't gotta explain that.
I'm just talking about like
you waiting on it too.
No, I'm just saying like there's
waiting on it, Lou.
There's certain artists that like you could know that they have a good ear for production. They're not going. The least that you're gonna worry about is that. And I would think with Cole, who has so much access to all these producers, who is a producer, would be like, you know what? For this one, I'm gonna let the reins go for a little bit. This is my last album. I've done countless other projects where it was just my production. I've proven on my classic album that my production can make hits and be iconic. Let me call Mike Will. Let me call Alchemist. Let me call Madlib. Let me call
Hit Boy.
What I'm saying? I was trying to avoid that. Let me call Metro, or like he could even go back. Like, let me hit up 3-6. Let me hit up Juicy J. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I get it because I wish he would too, but I think this just solidified for me that J. Cole is J. Cole. Like on this album, you get the highs are highs of J. Cole, and you get the lows of J. Cole. Like that's just he's fine where he at. And I mean, he's a great rapper. And then I think that's his pocket. Like he just has to rap. If you give him a great song and you put J. Cole on it, and he ain't got to worry about making the hook, he ain't got to worry about doing none of that, you're gonna get a good song. You can get good concepts out of that. But J. Cole does this thing where like sometimes he using a sample hook for no reason on some of these songs. I'm like, bro, like you ain't this hook doesn't belong to be here, or like this sample it doesn't need to be in this song. Like that never would have made it. I didn't need that shit in there. That made the song. That took away from the song because it didn't even feel like it fit. Like it's just I don't know, man. As a J. Cole fan, I can see why they're in love with this album because it is a J. Cole
Yeah,
album. But for
this is
us that are like on the fence about J. Cole that want him to give us more because we see Kendrick evolving each album and even Drake taking elements from everybody else. Like we see them not staying in the same lane. They try to even whether we like it or not, we see them go to other lanes. J. Cole decides to stay exactly in his lane without moving. And so I guess me and you, Nick, after Mike Delete later, after the battle, like and off season, we were expecting like, all right, this nigga about to finally give us some shit that we can play everywhere. And that's just not what he gave us, and that's why we more disappointed because we thought those were stepping stones to the fall off.
I wanted stadium music, like
exactly.
like graduate, like when Kanye dropped Graduation, production wise, you heard that shit.
I thought
and you got Stay Away music.
Yeah, I thought we was gonna get some like outside for the summer music. Like J. Cole was gonna give us some shit, but it's just like, all right, there's another J. Cole album. It's basically 2026 Forest Hill Drives, but it's just a too long version. That's all it is.
All right. Well,
I got one question for you, Stuart. Y'all didn't care about the Jeff Teague and what's my boy?
Zaire Franklin.
Zaire.
Don't mess it up.
Y'all didn't care about that. Oh yeah, right.
I was more shocked that Jeff Teague thought that he could talk down about anybody's career. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. Who the fuck do you think you are, Jeff Teague, to say disrespectful shit about anybody's career, bro? Like,
well, he was just disrespecting his name. I don't think he was particularly saying about.
That's why he was saying it. He was saying it's like because like we never seen you on no like the starting lineup when like you on the fucking jumbotrons and all that shit. He said at least I was and shit like that. And then dude was just like, bro, don't like. He said I was an all pro. I was doing, you know what I'm saying. I made an impact in the league for as long as I was in it. That's to me.
That seemed like he was being a little bit. Man.
But wasn't he being a little sensitive? If you ever watch 520, you know, Sheldon, they joke like that up here. Like I felt like Zaire got a little like bothered and then Jeff Teague was like, nigga, that's fine. Like, you can't get mad at the way I talk. And then it got escalated from there.
Yeah, I think that what set him off was the fact that he called him Zaire Smith. That was one of the biggest things. Like, you know exactly who I am. You said my name earlier in the show. So it was more that, like, he was kind of being disrespectful multiple times, I think it was. Because I didn't see the whole interview, but I saw some clips where he kept, like, kind of taking shots at him. That's why I was like, something personal must be going on with that. Because it just seemed a little off. And some of the shots that were given afterwards, even, like, you can go. Like, you know, it just got, knowing that they were on live, it just was a lot. But they ain't no little dude to be kind of going at like that. So I don't know about all that.
I feel like Jeff Teague, one of those dudes who, like, what you say, Joe?
I ain't think it was that big of a deal on both sides. I think niggas was just on live and they had to like poke their chest out. That's all the fuck it was. Like it really was like if they was recording and they knew it was gonna get edited, they would have got past it. They would have like hold on, you good? Like they would have stopped, but because they was on live, niggas had to poke their chest out a little bit. I'm like, y'all niggas here, bro.
Well, he came out and apologized. Like he knew Teague did. Like he knew he was wrong. I feel like Jeff Teague just one of those niggas though. Like once they know that it's like they can rattle you, they gonna keep doing it just to piss you off. He seemed like an asshole like that.
See, I would think that'd be B the what's his name? The other one. Be like that more than Jeff. Yeah, Behan more than Jeff Teague.
All of them like all of them generally like that.
Yeah.
That's why when Nick said it, I don't think it's out of character for Jeff Teague to do that shit. That shit normal.
No,
like,
it's not.
Act like that. Like
that's what they do. That's why I was wondering was Zaire being kind of sensitive because like that's what this is, bro. You can't.
But some days you just some days you ain't in the mood, bro.
Yeah, he tried. No, the only reason I say he wasn't Lewis because he tried to kind of hold it down. You saw him kind of get past it a couple different times, but then Jeff Teague just kept going. And then when he called him, like I said, when he called him Zaire Smith, that was the last straw. Zaire Smith was a failed NBA player. Like, you know who I am. That's when it changed. That's when it really was like, okay. Then he tried to bring it back, and it was too late at that point. Jeff Teague wouldn't let it go.
Yeah. He told me, you can leave, really.
All right. This is the place where sports opinions collide. That is sports. I'm your host, Kenneth Bean. Joining me on the show is Nick, Shelton, and Spike. FIFO is on the way. What up, y'all?
All right.
Glad everybody's with us this evening. We are heading into the All-Star weekend, coming right off the Super Bowl 60. That was this past Sunday. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about even the Super Bowl. I know some people want us to talk about the Super Bowl, and whatever else. There is one other thing that I feel like we should talk about too, but we'll get into that later. So I'm trying to make sure I have a note about it so I don't forget. But as we always do, we start off with our performance of the week.
Yo, what's happening? My performance of the week for last week was Caleb Wilson of the UNC Tar Heels. Of course, I'm a big fan of his. Man, Caleb Wilson just pulled off a great feat by he beat, I think, 3 of the 4 other top-ranked players, and he just pulled off an upset against Boozer and Duke on Saturday night with a stunning 71-68 upset victory. He had 23 points, and I think he shot like 75% from the field. This dude has just skyrocketed up the charts. He was a 5-star prospect coming out of high school, but he wasn't even, I don't think he was looked at as a top 5. What I know, he wasn't looked at as a top 5 pick in the draft. Now you got to be looking at him in the top 3. You have to. This dude has played against all the others, from Darren Peterson to Badania from BYU to Boozer from Duke. He's played everybody, and not only has he played these teams, he's played well against each and every one of them, and he's brought the lunch pail. He's come to do business. This team, they lost tonight, by the way, just now, and it threw me off, so I'm kind of rattled. I'm kind of mad about that. They lost to Miami, but it happens. It happens off a big victory like that. And he hurt his hand. He got injured tonight, but he scored. I think he still scored like 12 with a messed up hand. But this dude is one to watch. This draft is going to be a lot of fun for me because I think these college players are back now, and we're seeing players like him. And like I said, those guys I mentioned. This has been a fun season so far, and I think it's going to be fun come tournament time. But shout out to Caleb Wilson on his week last week. Big week for him.
How much college basketball are you watching outside of North Carolina? I
watch a good bit. I watched a great game last night. Arizona played Kansas, and every night it's pretty much a contested matchup. Arizona was number 1. Kansas was playing without their best player, who is a consensus number 1 pick, which that's a whole nother story in itself. I would have said that was my worst performance of the week if I had gotten to it in time, but Darren Peterson didn't play. But that's, like I said, that's a whole nother story. But I watch a good little bit, Nick. I'm watching somebody all the time, and if not, I'm catching highlights and playbacks. But yeah, college basketball is back this year.
I was gonna say it feels like there's
it's
more.
Back.
I'm not gonna say it's back.
Yes,
I'm saying
absolutely. I'll send you some games. I'll send you some stuff to look at.
I've been watching.
It feels like people are paying attention more this season than I would say the last couple seasons. But I won't go far and say it's back, but I feel like it's getting better as far as the attention is getting. Because like the last couple seasons, it seemed like, because usually at least you would watch college basketball, see who's going to be a top 5 draft pick, and then it seemed like the last couple seasons no one gave a fuck because most of the draft picks was like foreign, so they wasn't even playing over here. Well, Cooper Flag last year, but he was the main one that you wanted to see.
Yeah, it was just him. Just him. See, this year the top 5 picks are going to be American players that they're going to be all freshmen too. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying about it being back is you're seeing these guys play against each other every week. So it's not like anybody ducking the smoke in the men's game. It used to be the women's game where you saw like UConn play South Carolina every year. You saw these top teams playing, whereas in the men's game, you kind of duck the smoke till tournament time. Now it's not like that. All these guys have played each other. Every last one of them has played each other this year. Duke has played Kansas. Duke has played Carolina. Carolina has played Kansas. Carolina has played BYU. BYU's played Kansas. All these teams are playing each other with the top picks. And it's crazy how it's working out that way. And you're seeing great basketball at that while they're playing. It's not like it's sloppy basketball. You're seeing these guys do things that you see pros do, and every night it's a highlight. If you watch Darren Peterson, if you have not, and this is mine to everybody out there, if you have not watched Darren Peterson play, go back and rewatch any of his games this year. Any of them, he can play with
they don't get to see a new one. Right?
Another. No, they won't. I was going to say, no, they won't. And you only going to see a half in some of them games.
You said the top 5 American. The guy from BYU, he's American?
I count him as that. He came from Utah.
Oh.
So I count him as that.
He said I count him as that.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't gonna go that far to say it's back. Like you got
gaining momentum.
Players, yeah, because of like the top players. But you're not looking at teams as because it's the one and done has really impacted men's basketball, and that's the problem. Like the teams aren't built. You got to get a 5-star, and he got to really show up each year. So, and that 5-star ain't gonna stay there. So the teams really fall apart. But I really just got on here to say, hey man, tomorrow for you, Lou, since you wanted to check it out when I mentioned it in the group. Tomorrow, Unrivaled 1-on-1. The women's are playing each other tomorrow. So definitely tap in and see what the NBA should do.
Yeah, you can tap in, but
if you got
is it on TBS?
Max, you can go like HBO
I got Max. Okay, cool.
Yeah, like what the men should do, that shit. It's
at
least
I mean they should, but
line them punk ass niggas scared to do it.
Man, Iowa State and teams like that, they got seniors and 4th-year players that are playing really well. You got some teams out there that Miami team looks amazing that beat Carolina tonight, and they're not even ranked. You got some good men's basketball right now as far as college basketball goes. You're seeing athleticism. You're seeing some players that are able to shoot. You're seeing actual post moves, and the ball is moving again. You're seeing defense too. You're seeing a lot of stuff. They just said AJ scored 36 tonight. Somebody just said, which I didn't even see that. So, but go back and watch go back and just watch some of his highlights. You ain't even got to watch the games. Watch the highlights, and you'll see some moves that some of your favorite pros have made. They're comparing, and I talk about Darren Peterson all the time. I do. And I saw people say he's injured. No, I don't believe he's injured. I believe they're holding him back. I believe they're doing it on purpose. I have no doubts in my mind about that because I know you'll see him play one half and he'll score 22 in the first half, and second half he's sitting on the bench and they're saying he got like a quad strain. That's on purpose. I just don't believe that. That's what I believe, and it is what it is. But you're seeing some tough talent. I do agree with you though, Doc. A lot of those dudes are one and done, but I don't know. I'm seeing some continuity too. You saw Seth Trimble hit the game-winning shot for Carolina. He's a 4th-year senior. So some of these guys have been around for a minute and they developed, but you do see talent come in and out.
Spike, that guy you asked about, what's his name? The one you asked if he was American?
AJ. Yeah, I think he wasn't gonna try his last name, man. Oh,
AJ.
I looked it up, kid.
What's his last name?
The monster.
I'm gonna refer to Nick.
I keep telling y'all racist on this program.
Spike is racist. He saw that last name and immediately thought he was from somewhere else, Nick. He didn't even think he was American.
He said he not.
That's why I call him AJ.
Nigga said he from Utah. Okay.
Okay. Bro, you ain't gonna guess where he was born, Lou.
Massachusetts.
I was gonna say I'm asking him a guess, show.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nigga's born in Boston, bro. Why did you could be?
Yes, and he in Utah.
Not for Lou. That last name got too many words that are not in the right order.
Way too many A's in that last name.
Hey, Nick. Lou, when we get off, tell me what Nick's last name is.
he would never guess where I'm from either. But shout out to the Congolese people and Jamaican people. Those are his peoples. That's where he's from. That's where his peoples is from.
Don't let Lou hear that.
But he from Utah.
That's where he at, Lou.
Okay. Black people got there's black people in Utah, Lou.
All right.
It's a sanctuary city. Shit. Man, let's talk about the All-Star weekend. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl. We're also going to give you guys our top 5 shooting guards and point guards as well in the next quarter. But we're going to talk about the All-Star weekend, which starts this Friday in Inglewood, California. And with the popular Celebrity All-Star Game. The festivities will continue on Saturday with the 3-point shooting contest and the slam dunk contest. And the weekend will conclude on Sunday with the marquee event featuring today's NBA superstars. This year's new format will see the All-Star rosters divided into stars, stripes, and international players, Spike, competing in 3 games in a round-robin tournament. What do y'all think about this year's All-Star Game format, and what are you looking forward to the most this weekend?
I think.
I was gonna say, Sheldon, I was shocked to hear that Dame Lillard is gonna be in a 3-point contest. This nigga's still in the booth.
Still in the league.
He's still recovering from his injury, but they said this nigga could be in the 3-point contest. I'm shocked by that.
Have he played this year?
Nah, he has not.
I don't think so.
He just gonna be in the 3-point contest. Who do Dame Lillard play for?
He played for the Blazers. I thought.
Portland again.
He went back home.
He went back to Portland. Oh,
yeah. That's bad. Hey, look, I think that they're trying anything, Ken, at this point. Anything to try to get something to stick. It's just going to be tough, though, because these guys are not going – it's getting close to what the Pro Bowl is, and with it, you're not getting the competitive spirits. These guys are just hanging out, having a good time with each other. And I don't know if we'll ever get basketball back on the all-star level the way it used to be at any point, which is, it is what it is. Time has changed. I'm looking most forward to the 3-point contest because Khan is going to be in it. Khan Knuppel from Charlotte, and I can't wait to see if he wins that thing because he's been shooting lights out.
I've been advocating for it. They should switch up the days from the Friday event, which is usually the Rising Star Challenge between the sophomores and rookies. They should make that the Sunday event. Sunday All-Star, like get the best rookies of the year, best sophomores, and have them play it out because obviously they still hungry. They want to make a name for themselves. They get the big stage. Let the All-Star starters be the coaches of that team. And then on Friday, you just let them play. Like you let the All-Stars just play around and do whatever kind of games that they want to do because they don't really give a fuck anyway, especially in LA. They in LA for the weekend. Free trip to LA in the weekend. They're not about to do shit on Sunday. So and to me, that would be a better promotion for the NBA to show the new who's upcoming. Like on Sunday night, you get to see the new young guys, get to buy your jerseys early for
people don't want to see that though. People don't want to see that.
People don't want to see the All-Star game now.
I make it super competitive. I take the top 12 rookies and sophomores and put them against the top 12 All-Stars. Let me see that matchup. I mean, because the rookies play hard.
What they're trying to do, I think, is a start. If you get somebody that want to play hard, I don't think the format got nothing as much to do with it as the culture. Like you said, Nick, they in LA, they buddy. When you look at like they play those old All-Star games sometime on like NBA TV or ESPN, like they wanted to prove that they was the best out there. At some point in time in the All-Star game, like it got real. Like this is in the 80s, 90s, 2000s even. And Kevin Garnett made a good point as to when like LeBron got called out and LeBron really didn't want to do it. Like from that point on, since he's so influential in his generation, like nobody really took this serious. Nobody takes All-Star Weekend serious. Back in the it's not like an old person, but back in the day, All-Star game, like it used to be serious. Like when they had them red and the blue jerseys on with East and West on there, like they took that shit serious and they played harder. I just don't think it's instilled in this generation of NBA players that this matter. Like when you got the All-Star game MVP in previous generations, it was like I was the best basketball player on the court of the best basketball players in the world for one night. This shit means something to me. Like the All-Star MVP game, MVP used to mean something specifically, and now dudes just don't carry it like that.
I wonder if when they play against the international players, they may think differently.
That's why I'm not mad at the change, Ken, because it could be a thing like if Luka and Giannis and them come in there dominating, like somebody on the American team got to take offense to that, right?
There is no. Have y'all looked at the rosters for the international and then the stars and the stripes? But the international squad,
Giannis and
bro, the international squad is gonna kill everybody.
Yeah, they got everybody.
It's got
Luka, Giannis, SGA,
Embiid, all the
great love. Embiid,
Embiid switched up.
He ain't from Utah, kid. I'm just saying, like, if you look at the international roster, I'm like, bro, there's no way the international team is not blowing everybody out.
But the American, I know, but the American players, because of the disadvantage, maybe they'll try to compete harder, because they have to.
Yeah.
And you may get competitive basketball.
Here's the international lineup: Giannis, Luka, Joker, Sengun, Karl Anthony Towns, Wemby, Pascal Siakam, Jamal Murray, SGA, and Dina Avdija from the Trailblazers.
Oh yeah, he's nice. Karl Anthony Towns, because he's from Canada.
He Dominican.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I thought he was from New York.
Yeah,
he's Dominican from Dominican Republic.
I thought his people was from New York, or he may have moved afterwards.
Like this Dominicans, and like they do abundance in New York. The Stripes team has Jaylen Brown, Steph, who's not playing, Brandon Ingram, who knew he made the All-Star game, Kawhi Leonard, Norman Powell, Donovan Mitchell, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Jalen Brunson.
Oh, they can get them.
Nah,
they can beat the international team.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Okay. Here's the other team: Scotty Barnes, Devin Booker, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duran, Anthony Edwards, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Johnson, and Tyrese Maxey. I kind of like that team better.
That team is good. They're probably going to beat the old heads.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Jaylen Brown is it.
So to y'all point, that's where it would change. If this USA Stars, the young team with Booker and Cade and Edwards, if they go take it serious against the international squad, then maybe.
Do y'all even care about the slam dunk contest? Y'all gonna check that out?
I don't even know who's in it.
Who in it?
No.
To
answer the question, 3-point contest has been more interesting, but absolutely not.
It's going to be Jackson Hayes from the Lakers center, Spurs forward Carter Bryant. I don't even know what that is. Magic guard Jace Richardson, and Heat forward Keyshawn Johnson.
Jace Richardson, ain't that Jason? Is that Jason's son?
Yeah.
That's Jace Richardson's son.
Yeah.
So his dad gonna come out.
Yeah, he gonna probably.
These all sound like 4 random baby daddies from.
They sound like 4
creative players.
Dirty D. No, they sound like 4 characters off the Dirty D.
Man.
This look like
the only name I recognize, honestly, is Jackson Hayes.
Yeah, this looks like
probably not for good reasons.
No, not at all.
This is like a Tyler Perry call casting.
That's gonna be rough.
I hate the fact that people were gonna remember this era being ushered in by LeBron James, as far as what Toulouse's point was, as far as like the stars of the league not taking things as seriously as it used to, being like, oh, I don't have to do that if I don't want to. Like it's like kind of like that episode of Fresh Prince when Will won that check and they was supposed to donate it to charity. He was like, no, I'm not. But it was a tradition that you donate the money. And it's like, to me, it was like LeBron's tradition of, well, everybody expected tradition, like Lou said, you play hard, you do the dunk contest and all that stuff. You actually participate in festivities. He was like, no, I don't got to. This is my day off. Right? I'm good.
And we
ain't never gonna see big names in the dunk contest again, Ken.
No, it's not gonna happen. I think the generation behind us won't even care because this is what they're growing up with and this is what they see. So, and they already talk shit about basketball that I was watching when I grew up anyway. So they already think that shit is trash. So I don't think it's gonna be anything negative towards him or an impact on his legacy at all. Honestly, I do have a question though. Is the Pro Bowl football game really flag football, or is that something different?
That's what it is now. Flag football.
Yeah, football. It really is.
Yeah, no one wants to get injured because no one gets injured no more.
So both sports have basically just said
it's over.
Yeah.
But the NFL had a better reason though.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, there's no reason that the NBA's declined other than players don't care. Like the NFL was like, well, people can get hurt.
Yeah, you
come on, man. Edwards, I don't. True, the injuries are a thing, but that is the sport of football.
It is,
and
but
the Pro Bowl, but the Pro Bowl, the Pro Bowl, that game used to be something growing up too.
It did.
Well, they cared. Like we was talking, it's the same thing. They cared back then, back in the day. Like when it was in Hawaii, and like Bruce Smith and Joe Montana, like they gave a fuck, but it just it dwindles down with each generation until it's gotten to this point where people are so brand heavy, and it's like, well, I'm not going out there and risking.
I remember,
it's Sean Taylor's fault.
And when Sean Taylor hit that punt, it was over with.
Exactly.
It was over with.
That was it.
I also remember a tight end for the Bengals. He was balling the year like that season. Broke his ankle and he in the Pro Bowl and he was never the same. So I think people were just like, bro, I could make a lot more money sitting this game out than risking my career and my future earnings. I think that's, again, I get what you're saying, Ken. Like it is the same kind of situation, but to me, it's just like, bro, the risk is not worth the reward.
The risk,
but the point is that we're fundamentally we're having the same discussion about guys that agreed to play a sport. In the past, they cared about it to the point where you guys talked about Sean Taylor and all them other guys. They played hard. We enjoyed watching it. And now it's like the players don't care anymore for whatever reasons. Every sport has its own reason, but it's almost like the NFL has just basically gotten a pass for it. They're playing flag football.
Yeah,
like this that's insane.
What happened? Part of it, though, I don't know if you remember, but they were kind of like lollygagging through it, and it became.
I remember
they weren't even hitting each other. They were barely
both of the sports were declining in terms of like the players actively competing, and so far it seems like baseball is maybe the only one that's left. Well, we have to ask Manny.
Yeah, baseball and NHL.
Baseball All-Star game still good. Well, NHL, even their All-Star game is 4. It ain't even like the original game. It's like 4-on-4 instead of the regular one. But what the NFL could do to try and compromise this weekend, they should play the Olympic flag football team. Since they want to be on the Olympic flag football team, they should bring Pro Bowlers should be like the first 11 on offense, 11 on defense, whatever it is, and they should have to play the Olympic flag football team.
I honestly think this is just where we are. It's never going back. And I just think they probably need to just do away with it. I don't know how much money any of these events make. But now one thing I do remember, Nick, is LeBron was like, man, we need days off. He did manage to get everybody a couple of days off.
Bro, Ken, I'm trying to tell you, when we look back in history, start from 2003 moving forward, you see the decline. Niggas stop giving a fuck and gradually as time went on, because the main guy was like, it ain't that deep.
Yep.
The fact that he didn't do a dunk contest, Ken, was it. That was it.
I'm the only one that really don't care that he never did a dunk contest.
It's the fact
it was a dunk contest, and Kobe called him out like they used to do that. Like Magic called Jordan out.
He
like
would
it was
say
a thing in the All-Star game. Kobe called him out. He was like, "Nah, bro, I'm good." Like what?
Did Magic participate in the dunk contest?
No, he did not.
Nah, but he played hard at the All-Star game. He wasn't letting
they
his
all
team
play hard.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it was different. They played for pride back then more so than even money. Now everything's about
people
money.
used to go out there to prove a point in the All-Star game. Like I could remember.
You just got to tell them, bro. We grew up different.
Way different.
Like Barkley used to go out there and try to prove a point. Like I remember that. Like Ewing would go out there and try to prove a point.
That's why they talk about like those even that Olympic team stuff. How they were saying like those competitions was fierce.
The practices were better than the games.
Yeah, they were saying how fierce. And it's the same thing with the All-Star game. You get around your peers, Your job is to prove you the best at all times. Ain't no friends. We hanging out. We going on vacation. No, none of that. Ain't no dinners during it.
They wanted to assert dominance back in the day. Like, ain't no dominance being asserted now.
I'm gonna still check out Saturday night though.
I mean, I'm gonna watch.
Where you gonna? What you gonna be doing? You just gonna have it on in the background? You gonna turn around and you hear something? Ooh,
hey, I think you know it's funny though, Ken. I think I was the only person that enjoyed the NFL flag football game. I liked it. I watched the whole thing. I was like, this is pretty cool. But I understand why people don't like it. And like I said, I think I'm the only one that probably sat there and watched it and liked watching it. But
I was nervous for Joe Burrow the whole time. I was like, bro, this nigga get hurt.
Because he would get hurt of some shit like that.
He'd be the one.
Pull his flag too tight. get damn burned.
Oh my
All right,
God.
man. Well, let's move on to our top 5 shooting guards and point guards. Doc, are you back yet? If not, yep, there we go. Boom, there we go. We started with our shooting guards first. What's up, Nick?
We saving point guards for next week.
Oh, okay.
Shooting guard this week.
Okay.
Right.
That's crazy. 3 of us had Reeves at 5.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Nick,
Williams is not
insane, bro.
He's not a 2, Nick. He's definitely a small forward.
No, I'm saying who you talking about? Williams?
Yeah.
No, he's a 2. That's what I'm saying, bro. He's a guard. He's a guard. You can play him at the 2 or the 3, but he's a 2. Then who's the 2 for OKC?
They start. Who do they start? What's the white kid's name?
Lineup.
He's small.
No, they start. No, he's a small forward. They start.
You can list him as either one. He's listed as either one on several sites.
I'm just saying, why y'all got Jackie Moon on y'all list?
Well, who else would be right there? This year?
You think Austin Reeves is a top 5 shooting guard in the league?
Bro, Austin Reeves be balling, Nick. He just won the Lakers a game. He put up what 30 something?
What game? He ain't not the last game.
Russo
no, the game before that one.
Just because they was on their little 3-game win streak, niggas thought they was doing something. They had busted.
Nick, I'm telling you, man. Last year he was hooping. This year he just got better, bro. You gotta watch him. It's the Heat man, bro.
Last year was hooping kid. Last time I checked, they was playing against Minnesota. What did he do?
I'm telling you, as a season collectively, the aggregate.
Nick, he averaged 26 points a game, bro.
Man,
against black folks.
Yeah. Now he ain't played for 26 games, but I'm just
that's what I was about to say. Like, bro, he averaging a good amount in the little games that he's played.
But 26 games is a good sample size, though. That's a really good sample size. He shows up every game he plays.
He be cooking, Nick.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, bro.
Cool on.
I'm telling you. Shh. All right.
He top 10.
All right, number 4.
Right. Come on, Lou.
Dang, Ken, you copy my list.
What are you saying? Come on for me for?
Is that Norman Powell?
Powell, hey, hold on. In Lou's defense, Powell is an all-star.
And I don't watch basketball.
Yeah, Powell hooping this shit, y'all.
I don't watch Powell do this shit every year though. Powell will put up points because that's what he is. But
yeah,
I don't know, y'all.
Hey, Shelton, against Lou's point, he also said I didn't know Norman Powell was an all-star.
I didn't. Then I had to go look it up.
Y'all disrespecting the fuck out of Donnie Mitch. He clearly is not a bottom 5 shooting guard in the league.
Shit.
Yes.
Where do you see my top 3?
I don't want to.
You don't have a number 1, do you? D Mitch is falling off, bro.
Yeah, you got to be real, Nick.
How was he falling off?
Yeah, he falling off. He was never up, kid. He was never up to fall.
He fell sideways.
First of all, nigga, Doc, if you ain't on the show, you ain't on the show. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Second of all, bro, Donnie Mitch literally had his team number 1 seed in the East last year, and they bouncing back this year.
And they got bounced in the first round when he had him in.
His team was hurt. He was making all them excuses a few weeks ago about LeBron's team being hurt. Now you can't do the same with Donnie. Come on,
Who
bro.
made us think about LeBron being hurt? That wasn't me.
He got James Harden now. They about to start cooking.
JB.
Oh, you think James Harden gonna be the difference? That's gonna be the difference.
I heard that before.
Moving on.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown, man. I think what he's done with that team this year, which has been documented, has been great. So, yeah, I got him at 2.
That's another one of those. I had
Jaylen
Brown
Brown
at 3. Jaylen Brown.
You got him at 3. Is he the 2?
At
3 at 2. What you say, Luke?
I had Jaylen Brown at the 3 position. The only reason why he didn't make this list, but default was Booker.
To me on the team, Tatum is the 3, or is he the 4?
Tatum's a 4.
I thought he was a 4.
This position, this basketball is what it is.
Play different.
So technically, you can kind of slot them where you want to slot them. But
number 2. So apparently, I guess Jalen Williams not a. I don't know, man. I'm with Spike. I did see him, but he. You know what? I think though, and I know this because he's on my fantasy team. I'm ranking him based off of last year and less off this year. So I probably really honestly needed to modify this list because he's been hurt damn near all year. He just came back.
That's why he was on my list.
Yeah, he honestly should have been lower and possibly even like maybe even 6 because he hasn't played a lot of games this year. And even when he's came back, he's kind of been, here and there. But nevertheless, I think when he's on the court, he gets busy.
I agree with what Nick was saying about Mitchell. I think y'all downplaying him. He's been showing his ass this year. The Cavs are 4th in the East. He got Harden with him now. I know that's not a big difference maker, but they play. It's better than having Garland, who's hurt a lot of times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Mitchell going a deep playoff run.
Any bad Coco. That's a factor.
That's number 1. That's the top. That's the only reason, really, Nick, why I got him on.
Yeah,
he arguably got the baddest chick in the game in her sport.
So yeah, him and D Book to me are interchangeable at 4 and 3. So you can go either one to me.
He a head and shoulders above D Book.
Thank you.
Just his impact on the game. Like D Book is just D Book. Like,
they're both doing the same thing.
D Book is like a J. Cole album. Like
they're both doing the same thing.
For the people that love him, he gonna do what he do. But
D Book is Bradley Beal with a Bad Bunny fan base. That's all he is. He is.
These niggas said head and shoulders. All right.
He is, nigga.
D Book been in the finals.
Yeah, done way more.
He got carried to the finals. Where you been at since, Doc?
Well, Mitchell needs somebody to carry him.
I just wanted to be seen, even though the name wrong. Y'all see who number 2 was for Sheldon. So when y'all see this number 1,
I do.
All right, come on.
Yeah. Now let me tell you why mine is.
You don't have to.
Hey, hold on, man. So anytime Shelton start off like that,
you know it's about to come.
About to get some bullshit.
You know it's about to come with something. Nah, the reason why I got Jaylen Brown ahead of Ant-Man. Ant-Man's had a great season, but Jaylen Brown, his team is in 3rd right now. Well, second. Technically, they're going to be in 2nd because the Knicks about to lose. But they're tied for 2nd place without their so-called top guy. That's huge to me. And you look where Ant-Man and those guys are being in 6th. I just think that's a bigger impact for me. That's why that's the only reason I put him above Ant.
Is the West tougher? Is tougher this year? Is the West tougher this year?
Yes.
Would y'all say?
Yeah.
Yes.
The only reason I look at it though is we didn't expect Boston to do anything without Tatum.
I agree.
I did.
I disagree with that.
Only reason you thought they would be good, Nick.
But to elevate him to number 1, though, Shelton, is a lot.
The only reason I did Ken was I was like, look, man, this man is averaging 30 points a game and got this team in 2nd place in the East. I never expected that.
Boston has a good roster. They weren't gonna be trash.
I didn't think they'd be trash, but
they're not competing for a title.
Trash.
That's it.
Right, but I had no idea that they would be competing as hard as they were, and I expected more from Minnesota. I did. I expected Minnesota to be
but
much
Minnesota
better.
does this all the time. They start off slow and then they get hot in the second half of the season.
Yeah, they do.
But my rankings was, and also to be fair, my rankings is not on just what potential is, who's not. I see you, FIFO. I know he's not better than Ant. I ain't saying he was better. I'm not doing this who's better or worse. I'm doing this who's playing better and who has got their team where they needed to be. So that's what I looked at as impact on his roster. You take in the chat.
Yeah,
that's the only place you're gonna see him.
Exactly. He can't get out of what he was trying.
He can't find that passport. That's what
he's working from home. He's working from home today.
He got his ass, Ken.
He's been looking at that passport all day.
Oh man, people don't went and got in one of them damn Bad Bunny trees from the Super Bowl.
I was about to say,
he'll be moving around like a cartoon. Every time somebody move and turn their back.
Hey Ken, I was about to say he went to the wrong Super Bowl party. It was a trap. It was a setup.
Oh man!
That nigga on the run in Fort Worth.
Wait a minute, what did he tell us? Hold on, what did he say?
So he
said agreed to be at an event.
Okay. Yeah, he did. He did.
That's what niggas say when they get locked up.
Yeah.
I had an event I couldn't miss.
People, you on your way home here or you on your way home?
Oh man.
Alibi.
Bro, he was trying to use that as his alibi. He work with us. Oh, bro.
Oh man, they gonna bust up in the door, bro. People gonna look like damn furniture. Oh man, can't be able to find that man. All right, man. Anyway, so
I guess we ain't doing power rankings because he ain't here. This nigga finally get his time to do power rankings and he ain't here. This is crazy.
Yeah. His power rankings were the best 5 moments of Bad Bunny's performance.
Oh man,
do that when you get here.
All right. Anyway, well, that's our top 5 shooting guards of the NBA season. We are done with that. So let's get to it, man. This past Sunday marked the conclusion of the 2025-26 NFL season as the world watched Super Bowl 60 and saw the Seattle Seahawks defeat the New England Patriots 29-13 in Santa Clara, California. What stood out to y'all the most about the game?
Go ahead, Lou. This
is rough.
This our swan song, Lou. they did us dirty for the season finale, bro.
What stood out most? There were no notable stars. There was no star power in the game. Even though you got JSN, who was the best receiver in the league, he ended up getting hurt. Drake May, second in MVP voting. That was a lie, to quote Maury Povich. There was just nobody captivating in the game for us to be like, we've had Patty over the last couple of years, or if you hate watching the Eagles, or if you're doing there have been people to root for or against. This was just like several people texted to me. This is like a Thursday night football game. Oh, cool. This on Prime? Oh, okay, cool. Sam Darnold's playing. It was never like a big. It never felt like a big game. It always felt like Seattle was going to win. It always felt like New England couldn't do anything. It always felt like Drake May, the stage was too big for him. It looked like very early on that Vrabel's game plan was shit, and Josh McDaniels' game plan was shit, and they thought they had something, the quarterback that just ain't there. Not to say Drake may not be good, because I still like him. I was the first one that said he was good on this program, but he just was in over his skis. Like their whole organization was in over their skis. Like they got there a year too early. Shout out to them for getting there. They took advantage of having a soft schedule, but that led to this just being an uninteresting game. And then you got Seattle on the other hand, where if Sam Darnold were someone that we should need to be on the lookout for, start respecting more, or put him in this different class of quarterback, this game would have been 50-6. The only reason that it was this close is because Sam Darnold just not that good. He's okay. He's above average when he's having a good day. But if he were better than he was with all these throws that he missed, he did a good job sometime moving around in the pocket. But if Sam Darnold were a good QB, this would have got ugly quick. It was that type of game. So it was a letdown all in all.
This reminded me of some of those, as a boxing fan, some of those fights you used to have to pay for on pay-per-view, and you get it, and it's a dud, and you just feel away. It like you said, it was just lackluster. It was really lackluster because it was tough to watch as far as the competitive side of it was. I said earlier that Kenneth Walker was going to win the MVP, and the reason being is because you're going to get a heavy run game, heavy dose of the run. I figured that was going to happen from both sides, I thought, but because I figured, the quarterbacks would come out a little tight, and it did happen that way. It went that way, but I know Kenneth Walker, boy, that dude is a tough dude to bring down. He is not going down on first contact whatsoever. He played a hell of a game. Other than that, there wasn't much really to talk about. JSN was very disappointing. He did get hurt a little bit. They weren't getting him the ball early before he got hurt. So it was just really
he broke away for a touchdown. Darnold missed him.
Yeah, he did. He did.
That's the throw that I was like, bro, that's a easy throw.
You gotta make that one.
Could have just lobbed. There was literally nobody but him.
Nobody.
Like,
yeah.
Him and the refs. It was it.
You gotta make that one. Diggs didn't get going too early. I think that was the most interesting thing is the fact that he brought both. He had two women in the building of the game. Other than that, it was pretty.
Yeah, Diggs
pretty forgettable.
He lost more than an opportunity at the ring.
He did. This was going to be rough for him. Yeah, but I think this is going to be one of those forgettable Super Bowls where you're asking yourself who won. In a couple of years, you're going to be asking who won this game. So
this is definitely like the Nick. Well, not even that, because I was gonna say like even the Nick Foles, it was against Brady. Even Trent Dilfer, you had that legendary Ravens defense. Like this is like I can't remember what last Super Bowl.
Super Bowl 53. Brady golf.
I thought about that, Ken.
That was still Brady though. Like
you still had at least one draw in there, even though
but it still was a bad Super Bowl.
It was
but you
were looking to see Tom Brady win. Like Tom Brady get another Super Bowl.
Yeah, Sean McVay was coming in hot that year because he just revamped that whole organization in like 2 seasons.
Yeah. You got the
storylines were okay. Storylines were there, yes, to what you were saying earlier, Lou. Yeah. But the game itself was bad.
This one was so Ken, the difference is this one was both. The storylines weren't there, nor was the game good. So what you're saying is absolutely correct. That was a terrible game to watch. That was the one that was here in Atlanta, and it was not a good game whatsoever. And this one was on par with that one as far as on the field play. But once again, at least there you had something to balance it off. You were seeing Tom Brady do certain things and, just certain little stuff going on in between. But this one had nothing. There was nothing in it.
This game was, or this Super Bowl was more about, this was a Bad Bunny concert that has some football in it. That was it.
Pretty much.
Because I feel like, Ken, I was, where I'm at. I'm up northeast, the tri-state area. Hella Puerto Ricans was out on Sunday night, bro. They was ready to hear about that. That's all the reason why they came, bro. They didn't give a fuck about neither one. Even the Pats fans that are here, they were just kind of like, yeah, it is what it is. We hope they win, but we here for Bad Bunny. So that I say all that to say is this Super Bowl was cheeks. I'm glad that Seattle won though, because again, I like that whole roster. I just don't give a fuck about the quarterback. Even though Sam Darnold did good enough to win a Super Bowl, he was surrounded by talent. Drake May looked like how he did all playoffs. I was not impressed with him at all throughout these playoffs. People will call others before that a hater, but it's just we see what we see. We have two eyes. Luckily, his team faced the teams that he faced. Give them credit for getting there, like you said, Lou. They took advantage of an easy schedule, both in the regular season and the playoffs, and that's what you're supposed to do. Now, if they would have won a Super Bowl, you have to respect it because they won. They did their job, but since they lost, and you could look at this season, like you said, Lou, I think this is 2 seasons too early because they had no like. Seattle should not have been able to. We just saw Seattle 2 weeks ago get dusted by the Rams, and that was mostly because they had 2 receivers that Seattle had to respect. There's no receivers on this team, even with Diggs and them, that you had to respect. You got Booty playing Booty.
Yeah.
What Rondé Stevenson was the only one to get a touchdown. Then they threw it up to Mac Hollins, who is just a goofball in itself. Like I think that the New England still has to make some roster moves. If I'm New England, I'd definitely trade up in the draft this year, get one of them receivers. Like go get Tate from Ohio State or somebody like, or Ryan Wilson. Or
they're coming after AJ Brown. Nick.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, AJ said he will. He tried to.
He ain't going nowhere, but that's what they're coming to try to get. Yeah.
They got a lot of cap room too.
They got the most cap room. I think
they got a lot of.
Yeah, they do.
So
no. Tennessee has the most cap room.
Like they got to fix their offensive. They got to fix their offensive line. Will Campbell might need to move to guard because it don't look like he can play the tackle.
Yeah, he's definitely not playing tackle no more.
Yeah, it don't look like he can play tackle.
They're gonna be like, nigga, you lost us the Super Bowl. If you didn't play better, we could.
But he been playing like that all playoffs. They just been lucky enough to get through.
But they got this far. That's why I'm like they let it slide. But
so my bad. Go ahead.
And I was gonna say, like, I just wanted to give a shout out to Kenneth Walker. I hate the fact that he had to share his limelight with Sam Darnold because Sam Darnold didn't do shit for most of that game, and Walker was the one holding him down. But I think this was just more of like shout out to Seattle's defense. And New England's defense played well though too. So they kept this game like when it was 0-6, 9-0. They still had a chance. They did enough. They did way more. They did way more than I thought they was gonna do. Yeah.
If they had been playing another quarterback, that other quarterback would have did work on them though, because they were just out there too much.
Gonzalez earned himself some money. He's gonna get a 4-year, $160 million deal. I believe.
Yeah, you got to put his name. You got to put his name.
Yeah, Gonzalez shut down JSN, boy.
He's another reason.
Yeah,
he's another reason that they didn't get blew out.
Yes,
like, even more so. Like he made some individual plays, like damn, buddy, like some Revis Island type shit.
He did. He had a whole good playoff run against some good.
So y'all say he balled all year. You saying he top 2 in the league now, going into next year?
You got his name in the hat.
His name is
he's as good as any other cornerback.
Yeah, he's in the group of the elite ones. He's gonna get elite money, Nick, for sure. You got to pay him.
That's good. I'm happy for him because the year before he was hurt. And I think people forgot how good he was until like this year when he came back. Now, granted, they really didn't play nobody. And so we gonna see next year.
Yeah.
That schedule's gonna be different. So, but he's earned his money up till now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I saw a tweet. I think it was a tweet that said Seattle went the whole playoffs. The Seahawks went the whole playoffs without a turnover.
Yes,
which was crazy.
So
salute for them. And they were in, especially that Rams game, a turnover would have probably ended it for them. So that's a hell of an accomplishment. So I give it out to Mike McDonald for that whole team for that, because that's extremely hard to do. On the flip side, though, Drake May,
goodness gracious,
had enough for them. And he didn't have, because I looked it up. I was like, and I know he played a lot of bad teams, but I looked it up just to see what he did in the regular season. And I think he had either 11 interceptions or 11 total. I didn't see how many fumbles he had. And he more than doubled that. Well, not double, but he was way over that in the playoffs, just completely awful. Which could have been a reflection. I mean, he's playing against some high quality defenses that he didn't have a chance to play against with Denver, Seattle, and somebody else. So we can excuse it for a second-year player if we want to, but this could be who he is, because that schedule is going to be tougher next year. So this was their shot, but not their shot. Vrabel looked like he just got outclassed.
He did.
And
that's scary, though.
He looked like he had no answers for it. Coming down at halftime, it looked like he didn't have any answers for what was happening.
Seattle coach may be better than we thought he was too, though.
He's good.
We give Vrabel high regard. He won Coach of the Year. We know his name because he's a player. What's Seattle coach? Is it Mike McDaniel? What's his name?
Mike McDonald.
Mike McDonald. Like, you don't even really know his name yet. This may be, I think, par for the course moving forward as to where we're gonna understand how good of a coach that he is, especially how he outcoached Vrabel in this game.
Was it outcoached or was it out talent?
It was outcoached. The game plan.
I think
the game plan was bad, and he took advantage of that. Like, it seemed like he knew what they were going to try to do offensively, and he had the defense set up perfectly for it. And then once he noticed, I don't know if it's him, the offensive coordinator, once they noticed on defense, that the Patriots defense was going to be tight that day too. Like, they stopped going for it. It's like, we're just going to run Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker usually don't run the ball this much. Like, you can look throughout the season, he got 18, 19 probably carries is his max. I think he carried it 20-something times in this game. Of course, that's because the other running back is hurt. But that being said, they made the transition very quickly to, this is going to be, we trying to score points and be aggressive, to, we're just going to get Walker the ball and let our defensive win.
I think Ken said it earlier. They did not have any answers. They really, really did not. You saw them running the ball on passing downs because they were just trying to keep Drake May out of trouble. And it was like, why would you run the ball, 3rd and 9? They were just trying to keep themselves in the game, keep him out of harm's way, get him to calm down at some point. And I don't think he ever calmed down. I just think that's really what did them in. But that defense from Seattle was swarming. They were everywhere.
They were, and I read that. I saw that the cornerback or somebody on Seattle said that Mike McDonald saw a tail in New England's offense or something along that lines, and they knew what that was, and they had coached it up. So that's why, for me, it's coaching. The schemes, the disguise, which makes sense when you have a second-year player coming in, that hasn't seen a lot yet. Sam Darnold's seen a lot, regardless of how good he is. He's seen a lot of different things. So, and he's definitely thrown enough interceptions and, to know when not to throw one and to just throw the ball away. So he has that sort of game management experience. Drake May, he doesn't have any of that. He didn't know what the hell was going on out there. Even when somebody was open, he made sure they were not open with his throws. But shout out to Kenneth Walker, man. His running style is really unique. He just stands up and just stand there, But and one other thing I thought was interesting when you think about it. I saw other people pointing this out on Twitter, and it shows just quarterback play, the difference in it. Matt Stafford lit this damn defense up last game.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro.
So as great as that defense was, like Stafford was cooking them, but they had the talent to do it.
And this is where I was going to get to some weeks ago when I told y'all, let me sit on this theory. But Ken, I've been a part of Dead End Sports for a minute. And remember, early stages, my early Jared Goff take was about him being top 10, but it was more so about capitalizing on the rookie contract, right? I think the NFL, based off this Super Bowl alone, we are going to start seeing them be like, yeah, we ain't going to have to pay y'all niggas like that. Like, everybody ain't getting paid. Patty, Joe Burrow, even Drake May, Caleb Williams. Yeah, we'll give you your bread. You good enough, but everybody ain't getting paid. There's no more Tua contracts that's coming out no more. I think I saw reports of Sam Darnold's money, but obviously he just won a Super Bowl. That's the same thing that happened with Joe Flacco. He got paid too, so I'm not nervous about that. But all these high-end mid quarterbacks, they're not getting top 5 quarterback money. They're not resetting the market anymore. I think that's where it's going to be, because it's like we can just build a roster and win a Super Bowl. I think that's where we're going to get back to with the GMs and the head coaches being more of the show, just like what we talked about, Lou. This was a coaching Mike McDonald, Mike Vrabel. They were the bigger names than the actual quarterbacks themselves. So I think that's where the NFL is getting to. There's going to be a market correction on how much quarterbacks are getting paid. Not the obvious ones that light it up, but just everybody's not going. Just because your number is up doesn't mean you're gonna get paid.
I don't know about that, Nick.
Okay, why not? Why not?
I just because the cap is going up 1, 2. These players are commanding more. You still got to have a face of that franchise, and most people want the quarterback to be the leader. I don't think they're gonna. I get what you're saying, and I get that they probably should do it that way. I just don't think they're gonna do it.
You wouldn't say Sam Darnold's Seattle's leader.
You don't think that's for mid quarterbacks? He's not talking about elite quarterbacks. He's talking about like middle of the road, the Sam Darnolds of the world.
I think they're still going to feel like they got to pay him. I don't think that the league is brave enough to say we're just going to move on from you and go on to the next. They're looking at like even like the mid, like we talk about Sam Darnold being mid. You looked at, I saw him talking about Geno, how Geno wasn't the answer. They brought Sam Darnold in. They went to the Super Bowl on the same squad basically that Geno had.
But if you look at Sam Darnold's stats this season, especially them last few games, he wasn't playing great.
I agree.
Also the thing about Seattle, which is different, is that most of those how the team was built was based off the post Russell Wilson trade, and also them good like they drafted great players. The rookie, Nick, I can't pronounce his last name, but
that's safety.
3. Yeah, the rookie,
man,
Warrior from South Carolina.
Yeah, Witherspoon, Tariq Woolen, like all these are like great draft picks. And then they picked up some good play. Like it was the linebacker number 13 for Seattle, Jones the 4th or whatever. He played with the Rams. Like they had a great GM. Like I can draft these kids, they gonna coach them up, and we can get these free agents who know the system. That's what I'm saying. Like they're like, I think again, this is why I'm also putting a lot of pressure on GMs moving forward. That's why you look at the Eagles GM in high regard. You're looking at Seattle's GM in high regard. Like you're seeing, like if you put a good roster together, you can get almost any quarterback. I would even give praise to the GM for the Bucks down in Tampa Bay. Like they've been able to put good rosters around. It's like, bro, we just need a average to above average QB, bro, and we can make deep playoff runs.
Yeah, I know. You finna get that. You finna get that with the first pick this year. Like Mendoza not all world, like somebody's looking to get an average to above average QB in Mendoza. Put him like the Raiders feel like they probably would be able to be in contention if Mendoza is at least as good as Sam Darnold.
Well, good luck with that. Shelton, I want to ask you this. So because this whole quarterback cap conversation has been ongoing for a minute. I too am of the mindset, Shelton, that at some point these owners will say enough is enough. So, and that's just where I'm at with it just as a whole. But if we add in Nick's theory to that, to actually give like a scenario to build on that, to exert that control back from them by saying, let's just build out the roster and get a great coach that's good schematically, and then get an above average game manager quarterback, we could wrestle back control from paying the above average quarterbacks excessive salaries, but still playing the elites. What do you think about that?
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was
going to say, I agree with it. I'm not saying I don't agree. I just don't think that the owners are going to do it. I think the owners they think they're smarter than themselves. What you're saying is absolutely correct. I agree with it wholeheartedly. That's the way to build it. It's been proven. But I'm thinking that the owners are just going to keep looking at it like they've been looking at it. I'm scared to let go of our quarterback, holding on too long to certain guys, also switching these guys around, because you're going to see Kyler Murray on another team next year, and he may get paid again. You're going to see
but I'm saying this, the two names that I'm thinking of that's going to really test these theory out. No. I'm talking about the young guys.
Oh, okay. Bryce
Young and CJ Stroud. Look at how they're going to get paid. I don't think either one of them should reset the market, but like you said, Sheldon, if the owners are continue on that tradition of paying quarterbacks, both of them are going to get paid market value. I look at especially CJ Stroud. I'm looking at CJ Stroud's contract heavily and being like, bro, if he doesn't reset the market, then they send a message to everybody like, yeah, if you're not that good, not that good.
They're gonna give Stroud.
But resetting the market though, Nick, is about being the guy, right? And being one of the guys in the league when you're resetting the market. I think CJ Stroud has played himself out of that. And I think your point where these QBs are going to get paid, they're going to get paid because even though you may not like Sam Darnold, he's still a franchise QB. And what I mean by that, listen, Nick. Listen, Nick, this is what I'm talking about. There's levels to franchise QBs. There's franchise QBs that are, you know what I'm saying, Matt Stafford, that are Josh Allen, that are Lamar Jackson, that are Pat Mahomes. That's like, it's undeniable. Like, it doesn't matter what you put around them. As long as they're healthy, you have an opportunity to compete. Right, that's level 1 franchise quarterbacks. Level 2 franchise quarterbacks is if the environment is right, you could win with them. Look at Sam Darnold. Ken just said they went the whole playoffs without a turnover. As much as you got to give that credit to the coaching staff and the preparation and everything that they had, you got to give it to the players that play the game. Sam Darnold played his way into the contract that he signed. He was worth the contract that he played for.
I don't think that's a franchise QB though. I think that's a
starter.
That is a starter.
It's a difference between a good quarterback.
If you could win the Super Bowl, he's a franchise QB.
Brad Johnson and Trent and Trent Dilfer were franchise quarterback.
Nick Foles a franchise quarterback. Yeah, go ahead, sip that.
Yeah, so that's
the perfect time.
It's like he's at the right franchise, FIFO. Like that's the thing. Like it took 4 stops for him to get to the right franchise for them to understand. Oh, if this guy needs this to win, we can do that because we're the Seahawks and we have a pretty. Like our management, our front office, it's pretty good. So we can put the things around Sam Darnold for him to be successful. That doesn't make him a franchise quarterback. I don't even think that winning the Super Bowl doesn't make you a franchise.
A franchise quarterback. A franchise quarterback is somebody that you could win with and somebody you got to pay because it's going to be hard to get. It's hard. Wait, hold on now. It's hard to get better than Sam Darnold right now.
It's not. I
promise
you it's not.
If you're drafting 20 or below, you're not getting a Sam Darnold out the gate.
I'm looking for his replacement. I'm looking for his replacement right now. To be honest,
I disagree with that, Lou, only because he's in that system. He knows the system. That'd be stupid of them to do that.
And nobody's coming out the draft.
Right.
Be like, okay, I'll consider it.
It ain't got to be this year.
That's why they fired
within the next 3 years. I'm looking for his replacement. He's 28 years old.
What do you mean?
And that's fine when his contract is over.
He's not that good. He's an okay quarterback.
But his contract is indicative of the level that he's at. You're not,
and he's proven he can be. He just needed to be good enough to win.
I'm not disagreeing with you there, but when I say franchise quarterback, that's somebody that I don't want to lose. That I'm going to continue to make sure that they have contracts with my organization. That's Lamar Jackson. That's Josh Allen. Those
are level ones. Those are level ones. I don't disagree.
But there is no. That's what I'm saying. There is no other level. Like
yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Dak Prescott isn't a franchise QB. Yes, he's a good quarterback. No, he's a good quarterback.
Well, Lamar and Josh Allen, their franchise stature definitely didn't earn them anything so far. So they were endless right now. I would
rather have them than Josh Darnold, though. Those are
and I don't disagree.
And you know what? Those organizations, they still rather have him than Sam Darnold. But they'll rather have a Super Bowl ring right now, too.
That's what I'm saying. They about to pay Sam Darnold like $260 in his next deal. And basically, if you go to every owner, because I think he's gonna average $60 million a year based off that new contract he's about to sign. But if you go to every owner and say, bro, you write a $260 million check and you win the Super Bowl, they be like, sign me up tomorrow.
Yeah. The thing of it is the cap. The thing to look at too, like I said, is the cap is going up. But you're right, though. When you see the Bryce Young and the CJ Stroud, those are two good comps to say, Nick. When we see the type deals they get, then that's when we're gonna really know the truth, especially like a Bryce Young, because we don't know. There's games when you look at Bryce Young and you're like, okay, he is the quarterback of the future for the Carolina Panthers. There's games you look at him when you like, he ain't it. So which one is the owner and the GM gonna look at and say, is this our guy? And are we gonna pay him our guy money? So I can't wait to see what they do with those guys.
I think in both of those scenarios, those QBs are going to be the QBs for those franchises, but I don't think neither one of them is going to reset the market. unless CJ has a bounce back year next year, which they make it to the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl, and he has a good season through and through, regular season and the playoffs. If he puts a season together, then he may be one of those quarterbacks that resets the franchise because he has all of the intangibles and he has the physicals, right? And we've seen him play at a very high level his rookie year. He has yet to play at that level again. I think he could play his way to that. Bryce is different. Bryce, you're not the prototype quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Have you played better? Yes, but you're not a reset the market quarterback. You are at our cost. And that's what I'm saying.
Do you think Bryce is going to get a $200 million contract? For his
what does Sam Darnold just get?
He about to get like 260 or something.
What do you mean he about to get 260? What did he get paid? He got paid to go to Seattle.
His current deal was like $100 million, but it's like a 1-year deal. Essentially.
I'm with you closer to you than I am with them. Because honestly, like using Bryce Young and CJ aren't the bar, bro. Like that's not the bar because they aren't like Caleb is the bar, bro. Caleb Williams would be the bar. Like those, they will show you if the owners are like, nah, we don't need to pay y'all to do this. But again, we see niggas get money, even though they don't win and they're great talent because it still puts butts in the seats. These owners, like that still matter. Like y'all are paying Joe Burrow. Y'all not going to no championship. Y'all paying Joe Burrow. Dallas Cowboys is paying Dak Prescott because it still puts butts in the seats too. Like, bro, you don't have to. Like, I don't see why y'all think they're not going to pay these quarterbacks who have the talent to be paid.
I just told you why. Because people looked at Miami, like for your example, Doc, what your example is, look at what Miami is currently dealing with Tua. They paying them all that money, and they not even going to the playoffs, let alone even competing in the conference, let alone competing for a Super Bowl.
But they wouldn't have a problem with it if they were mediocre. That's the difference.
But I'm saying, but everybody knew that Tua wasn't that dude. They only paid him because that's what you pay. You go by what you pay quarterbacks.
No, they paid Tua because they were relevant at the time. They paid Tua because they were relevant.
Yes, he was.
The Dolphins were relevant at the time.
They were.
Yes, they were.
Because the Dolphins weren't relevant, and now that they are becoming irrelevant again, they realize we need to get rid of Tua. Like he was relevant enough to get that money.
Jalen, they already had statistics on him before he got paid. That he can't. No, listen. You're not listening to me. I'm trying to tell you. This is why they're changing the market. The stats on him. He can't even win you a game if it's less than 40 degrees. He hasn't been winning any of the first round playoff games, even though
that's every Miami quarterback since Dan Marino.
But the justification to pay him is what Doc was talking about as far as
the justification he brought Miami was because he performed. They were relevant,
and he had. Tyreek Hill in top 5 wide receiver. We talked about him as top 3.
The Houston Texans, and that's the reason why I'm bringing up the Houston Texans. Are they not relevant, FIFO, when it comes to the conversation of playoff football?
They're going to pay. Let me ask you this,
and I'm asking, and that's
because you want to be apples to apples. So did Tua reset the market? Yes or no?
He was in line with what the market was already.
No. Did he reset the market? Because essentially the conversation that we're having here, no, he didn't. He didn't reset the fucking market. Thank you. The conversation. Thank you. The conversation we're having here is: are you a reset the market level 1 quarterback, franchise quarterback? Are you a level 2? We pay you because you are valuable to our franchise currently.
Exactly.
Those are the 2 levels of franchise quarterback. Tua did not reset no market. Tua was paid what he was worth, and they were winning.
But Brock didn't reset the market. He was paid what he was worth. He didn't reset nothing.
Right.
He had 50 mil.
Yeah, so I could see him. At the time, I get better.
At the time, he was the 3rd highest paid quarterback on annual value.
That's not resetting the market, Nick.
Okay, so it's not resetting the number. He was still top 3. That's why I'm asking the question. I'm asking the question. I'm not. I'm asking. Do you think CJ Stroud will get a top 3 quarterback?
He may get.
He won't reset the market. He's not going to reset the market.
I think.
Oh wait, so y'all don't think that when CJ Stroud is up, he won't be the highest paid quarterback in the league?
No.
He
got to pay. He got to play his way back to that.
Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield are around $33 million a year. And looking at that could be where you see Bryce in CJ fall.
A little bit more.
Maybe a little bit more than that. Maybe 40. Maybe 40.
Yep. CJ Stroud's not taking that. He thinks he's
gonna
You might
Yeah,
have a
if-
choice.
If
CJ
Yeah.
Stroud
Yeah.
does not
Yeah.
think
The
he's
numbers
top
don't say that.
anything
but there
anymore.
are teams that are going to pay him more. If the Texans try to stick him in that hole right there, there are teams that will pay him more because
Not if he
they
keep
think
playing
he's
the way he
Not based off this
Yeah,
resume.
I mean, of course, if he goes out and have
a
a shit season, I'm talking about based off right now. Right now,
Based
the
off right
Texans
now.
We are
try to
basing it
offer
right
him-
now.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
he's
right
only
now.
He's
had
mediocre.
All right, cool. So stop
Yeah,
right
he's
there.
only
If
had
the
one
Texans try to
strong
offer
season.
that, if the Texans try to offer that right now, regardless of how he's been playing, he's not taking that. Y'all would agree with that, right?
Nah,
I would say
taking
There's
that
gonna be some
I would say-
negotiation.
I would say if I'm CJ,
He's not.
I'm-
He's
if
not
I'm CJ
taking $33 million a year. Like
I would
CJ
say-
Stroud's
Wow.
not doing that. He think
Nah,
he's a top five
he
quarterback.
could
If
take
I'm
about
CJ
40. He don't.
There's
he
no
don't
way
think-
he
there's no
thinks
way
he's
he
a
think
top
that.
five quarterback.
He can't think
was
that
right
now.
about
He's
that.
We literally just heard him say this.
That was
When?
2 years ago, Lou.
That's what he's supposed to say.
So I
That
don't
was
think his
after his
thought
rookie year.
process. I don't think that he's had this moment of reflection to where he's now
Oh,
like, oh
yes,
man,
he
you know
has.
what? I think I
No.
no, he don't.
Yes,
If
he
not,
has.
the- if
He's
not,
an
the
activist.
word.
They're
the,
arrogant.
the players haven't voted him top 5. So
Yeah.
your own peers
That's
don't
fine,
believe
bro.
that.
That ain't got
No,
nothing
no,
to do
that's
with
not
when
fine.
I'm in look, when I'm in this room with you and my agent, or my agent's in the room with you and the GM, I don't give a fuck about nothing what they saying. I think I'm top 5. I'm not taking $33 million a year. if I'm
Okay,
CJ
Spike,
you
Stroud.
there you go.
I'm
There you go.
telling you right
you're
now,
CJ Stroud.
Nah.
Wait, hold on. Spike,
there's
you're
no
CJ
way
Stroud, and
CJ
I'm the
Stroud
owner.
think he top 5.
He knows
You're
he's
CJ
these last
Stroud,
couple
and I'm the
years.
owner,
$1
Spike.
a year is the
You
point.
haven't done anything in the last 2 seasons for me
Since
to
he
pay
was
you
a
top 5
rookie.
money.
Okay, then go find a quarterback then.
They
Okay.
will.
And we'll
They're
trade
not.
your
They're
ass.
not
We'll
gonna
trade
do
your
that.
ass
They
for
got
hella
one.
draft picks, and we'll go get one. What you talking about?
They got one on the roster that was
crazy.
undefeated while he was out hurt. So
Shelton,
And
I
they're
don't
not
think
gonna
that's a
pay
real
him.
threat.
Shelton,
Okay.
to lose credit, Justin Herbert signed. He reset the market when he re-signed his deal. If I'm CJ Stroud, I'm like, what the hell? Like Justin Herbert, what the hell did he do that I haven't done, if not more?
Threw for more yards and touchdowns than you did.
But you don't play. But you don't play for stats.
He ain't got the playoff wins I do. Now what? He ain't got the playoff wins I got.
We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that because I get your point with how we look at Justin Herbert and what we believe in Justin Herbert. But constantly, people outside of this, at the end of this year, Justin Herbert was constantly recognized as a top 5 quarterback. People have constantly said that, so you can't do that. CJ Stroud has not been in
but
top
I'm
5
saying,
conversation since the middle of last year.
But Jalen, I'm talking about contracts. Like FIFO said, he's the GM. If the GM says what you just said, like I was like, that makes no sense because during playoffs, where is he at and where am I at?
And where were the Chargers before he got there?
We are here. We not only do we get to the playoffs, we've been to the playoffs 3 years straight since I got here as a rookie, but we have also gotten out of the first round every year out ever since I've been here. He can say like,
And he also has that last playoff game.
And what did the Chargers do before he got there? Who was talking about the Chargers before Justin Herbert got there?
Nobody.
And they still relevant.
They still have Phillip Rivers.
That last playoff game, Stroud just had significantly damaged him.
That's disrespectful.
And he was already
It
there.
did.
So
It did.
Because was that playoff performance worse than Justin Herbert's first year playoff performance?
they was calling for him to be
That
benched, Nick.
Yes.
It was worse. It was more egregious because
you were calling for him to be benched. They were never going to bench him.
It doesn't matter.
Houston,
that playoff
that's the
performance
whole
was
point of
worse.
what I'm saying.
Hey, let's
though.
talk numbers.
That's the point of
Let's
what I'm
talk
saying. Hold on,
numbers.
real quick, FIFO. Houston would have benched him if they didn't think that he was their franchise quarterback. They're going to pay him whatever he wants. They not letting him walk away.
In two games this playoff series,
then you put him on the bench in that playoff game.
No.
in 2 games this playoff series, this man had 2 touchdowns to 5 interceptions in just these playoffs, bro.
Hold on.
the reason
You
why
read
it was
that
more
to me,
egregious.
if I'm his
than-
agent, FIFO, and you
Let me-
reading that to me in the room, guess
Hold
what
on,
I'm
hold
going
on,
to say? Where were we? We were in the
let me-
AFC Championship game. How many Herbert got? How many Tua got?
51.8 rating.
Where were we? Where were we? AFC Championship.
It was not AFC. It was AFC.
And you were sacked 6 times in 2 games.
Spike, the reason why they don't bench him is because you still got 2 years before you have to pay him.
Yes.
So of course you're not gonna shoot his confidence because you still got 2 years before you have to pay
But the contract,
him. You got next year and you can.
But
use
no,
his
the
fifth-year
contract
option.
start
Why
this
would
year.
you-
The
No,
contract
no,
starts.
I can still
How about
use
CJ
that to
Stroud?
my leverage. That's
What are
my
you talking
leverage,
about?
though.
The
No, I'm saying-
If I'm
but
CJ
they don't
Stroud,
have
that's
to
still
pay
my
him.
leverage. You're not wrong, Jalen, but that's still my leverage if I'm CJ Stroud because y'all didn't bench me. Y'all do still have some belief in me, or
Bro,
else you would have benched me.
That makes no sense, right?
If I bench you
How
and I
does it
wreck
not?
if I bench you and I wreck your confidence for the next 2 years, at least right now, I can bank
Move
on
on
2
right
years.
now, then.
No, because I got 2 years of you being
Which
cheap,
is,
nigga.
but I'm saying,
Jalen.
I'm saying, Jalen, what if CJ Stroud has a high end Sam Darnold year where they win 14 games and stuff? Now the price has gone up. And you could have got him for cheap.
Yes, that's the only way.
Conversation changed.
Yes, exactly.
That's how it works.
Yes, we're talking
today.
You're not resetting the market.
His value is down right now. That's all we're saying.
I'm saying if that value goes up, Nick, you still got another year after that, like they did with Tua. Like, all right, so your value went up, and so you can bet on yourself again and go a 5th year. And if it goes up even more because that means somebody else came behind you.
If a quarterback goes 5 years, you ain't trust. You don't give a fuck about him. My thing is with
I'm bringing 5 years. What you talking about? Bryce is about to get the 5th year.
I know they don't give a fuck about him. That's what I'm saying.
But you was talking about them paying him.
No, I'm saying I'm curious. No, that's the whole point of my argument. It's like I'm curious to see how these quarterbacks get paid moving forward with the Bryce Young, with the CJ Stroud, because we all agree these are not the elite QBs, but as we've all been used to, they've always been paid at least, if not resetting the market, then being top 3 in the market. And what I'm saying is that I'm curious to see what they do with CJ Stroud, because CJ Stroud still does have an argument. As much as we looked at this season and have poo-pooed this, I think a lot of people are now poo-pooing his career in Houston. He still has been the most consistent thing since being there since D'Amico Ryans. If we keeping it a bean,
if we're keeping it a
bean, it
started
started out here and it's going down this way, Nick. That's the issue.
It's ups and downs like Sam Darnold.
He got. I know. Look, but right now it's right here, and he can get back here, and that's where he needs to go.
Yeah.
So we've seen what he can do. We just haven't seen it since year 1. That's the issue. But who knows? But I agree with you on your point. I was just thinking though, how sick was Josh Allen watching that Super Bowl if he watched it, bruh?
Everybody in the AFC should have been sick. Everybody.
Nah, but Josh Allen has to be the worst.
Yeah, he was the only one.
Bo Nix is probably the worst though. And all the reason I say Bo, because him playing would have been the difference in him being in that.
In that game.
Bo Nix could have put himself in a top 6 conversation if he would have won the whole thing.
Nah, Matthew Stafford should be the sickest because I would have had a cakewalk to a second championship.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like the AFC would have still had to play that Seattle defense. Like the Rams should be like, damn, bro, we should have
honestly, Jalen, maybe it's good that he didn't get there because what if Drake May balled out against that shitball Rams defense? Then he would be sick that he got the MVP but lost his ring to a second year.
All right, so thoughts on the Super Bowl halftime performance? That clearly was the most talked about event of Sunday.
Because it was the most watched ever, Ken. I told y'all I was going to set the record. I told y'all.
135 million viewers on NBC.
I think it was 142 total, though. It really reset the record. So number 3 is Michael Jackson at 133.4. K-Dot at number 2 at 133.5, and then Bad Bunny at 142. K-Dot, Kendrick Lamar. K-Dot. But yeah, so look, being the only Latino person on anything that in hip hop, I'm gonna say this first and foremost, man. This was for the culture. You know, last year was for the culture. This year was for the culture. And I think that he did an amazing job. You know, I've seen a lot of back and forth, a lot of feelings on it, and I'm gonna do a Super Bowl breakdown for Dead and Hip Hop, so y'all it'll be more in depth. But the message that Bad Bunny was sending wasn't in the music, bro. Bad Bunny, the way the music feels is what he's saying in it. He started this whole thing with saying, my auntie asked me why I got too many girls, and I'm taking them all to VIP. That's how he started this thing. That's what that song says. Titi me preguntó. You know what I'm saying? So the message isn't in the music. The message was in what he showed you. And what he showed you was that culturally, from Black America and just America, not that different, bro. We started in the fields. We play dominoes. We love boxing. Yeah, we go to the barbershop. We go to the bodega. We got house parties. You know what I'm saying? We got street parties. Like it was unity. We're the same, but a little different. But that's the thing that makes it beautiful. But I think that the overall performance, man, bro, it's up there. I don't think I've seen another artist take us through more places in their show. And I think the way that he was able to tie everything in, and also the cameos he had, and also like the teasers of the Gasolina and put in, you know what I'm saying, other songs of the genre on, you know, that everybody already knows. Don't act brand new like y'all ain't never heard about this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just love everything that Bad Bunny stood for. I love the way he ended it. You know, he kind of, people forget that America is all the way from Canada to the bottom, Brazil, Chile. That's America. The United States is us. You know what I'm saying? So he made it a point to make sure that, you know, this was for the Americans. So I fuck with it, man. I think it was one of the best performances ever.
I liked it from a production standpoint. Like, it was like Kanye, Beyonce level as far as like what FIFA was on the design of it. And then I was swarmed by Puerto Ricans where I was watching the Super Bowl at. So they was breaking down the history with, like, people were talking about with the power grids, how there's a lot of power outages that go on in Puerto Rico. That's what he was calling out, the fields and stuff like that. Like FIFA was mentioning, like, I love the production value of it, and it was clean. It was flawless. It felt like you was watching just a long one shot, all coordinated perfectly.
What a real wedding. What a real wedding.
That's what I was gonna say. That was
and then like
mention.
FIFA, you mentioned with the hood stuff, it's like, or like starting from the bottom to the top. Like, people know about Bad Bunny's story, but seeing him give that Grammy to that little kid was just kind of like, bro, I'm just a kid from Puerto Rico. Like, and we're Americans too. Like, we're U.S. territory. If you're born in Puerto Rico, you're an American. So people forgot about that. I like how he reminded everybody about it. I know Lou over here laughing because he about to get on his. He about to get on his. I'm just trying to give a shout out to them. They doing K-pop next year. I'm telling you that right now. That's my prediction. If NFL really want to go out there, get the K-pop bands out. Do a deep NFL Demon Hunters.
I thought you was Latino too all this time.
No, that's Jalen. I was about to ask Jalen. They called Jalen up, but they thought he was so.
Man, but yeah, that wedding was cool though. To get married on there was dope.
Yeah, nobody wedding can compare. Lady Gaga, Bad Bunny, and Ricky Martin performed at your wedding. God damn!
They said that couple asked him to come to the wedding, and he said, "How about y'all just come to the Super Bowl?"
Yep,
that's dope. That's dope. I took this just as far as we know who over the Super Bowl and that everything that's going on right now. I took this as a big FU from Jay-Z to the administration, the production of it, how it was put out, trade. That's what I took it as, Jalen. I ain't hear you say none of that shit when everybody else was taking you debuts. I'm just saying, from me looking at it, what I could get from it the most is that, like, it was a FU to the administration in the sense of there are many different cultures that can be represented on the biggest stage at halftime of the Super Bowl, and it's the one we're gonna decide to give it to you. And here we don't care if you like
he ain't trying to have you spotlight Jay-Z in this moment. That's what he's trying to say.
And ain't no Jay-Z.
I'm only saying that. But look, I'm only saying that because that's the only part that I understand and can relate with. I don't know.
He said he didn't understand shit that was said when they were performing.
As I'm watching
Spike, did you go to Turning Point? You switched to Turning Point, Spike.
I watched the whole thing because I wanted to see what it was going to be about, and that's the biggest thing that I got from it was the political FU from the person who's throwing this to the current administration, who would hate to see this happen.
So what was the political FU? What was the political FU?
Shit, nigga.
Thank you. What was the political FU?
I can hear both of y'all.
Jay-Z ain't doing no political shit, nigga. Stop giving. Y'all be giving this nigga credit for shit he. It was just numbers and money. That's all the fucking.
Thank you.
It made sense. It made sense, nigga. He ain't doing no political statement. So stop giving this nigga more credit than he need.
So why is everybody else doing it?
That's why y'all got him number one now. Y'all getting nigga more credit than he deserves. Stop doing this shit.
Because it's the timing of it. Look, Spike.
Who is everyone else, Lou?
The whole conversation around this is about like how it was a political statement.
Who's saying that?
FIFO and Docker to both sides are saying that. Like I've seen people that hated the
Democrats are saying
performance
that?
and I've seen people that love the performance and saying, I love what this represents. I love what it says. FIFO just said that. But now since I'm saying, I'm looking at it as Jay-Z saying that's wrong.
I said it represents culture and unity. I didn't say that it was a political thing. And I just said that the lyrics had nothing to do with political. I just said that he asked his auntie why I got so many girlfriends and we're all going to VIP. Now, I understand that. I said that the message was in the story that was visual. And the visual message was that my story ain't that much different than everybody else that's in here. That's number one. Number two, to what Jalen is saying, I think Jay-Z does deserve credit because he reset the record 2 years in a row because Jay-Z is tapped in. Jay knew that, and this was before the timing of the ice and all of that type of stuff, right? Like Bad Bunny's that guy. I said as soon as he was mentioned, I went on the record and said it. I said, bro, this shit is gonna break the record because Bad Bunny is arguably the biggest international star there is. So
I'm not
this
disputing any of that. I'm not disagreeing with any of that.
This just made, like Doc said, this made sense from a culture standpoint because Jay is tapped in, and it made sense from a number standpoint. It just made sense.
But that don't take away from what I'm saying. You and Doc jumped on me like I said something that was.
But why is it a political statement?
I'm in agreement with what you're saying, but also from my perspective, adding another layer to it, knowing Jay-Z and how he raps and what he portrays, this is 1,000,000% a fuck you to the people who are in power now. They don't want to see this at the Super Bowl halftime show.
Hey man,
y'all disagree with that?
That's why they had a whole nother halftime show, right, Lou?
No, Lou. I think they agree with half of what you said. They just say, why you have to add the Jay-Z part?
They say that ain't Jay-Z that
it ain't that deep. Like,
that's my perspective.
It ain't that deep.
That's when I looked at it, that's what I saw. Yeah, when I looked at it, that's what I saw.
You can hold that. To me, it ain't that deep. It just made sense.
That's what I
He's
saw.
A superstar. He's a superstar, and it made sense to get more eyes on it. And it was like, all right, cool. Like, who else? It's not that many people to look around and be like, they big enough to do the Super Bowl.
If you was running the Super Bowl, would you have gotten Bad Bunny and let him do his thing?
Hell no.
No. That's the wrong question, Nick. That's the wrong question, Nick. The question is, who would have been bigger than Bad Bunny to do the Super Bowl?
He would have ran back Beyonce.
It's fine that he done the Super Bowl. I don't
no. I'm not. But that's
fine.
That's my point.
Like,
you're giving him like he did it. Cool. I'm not taking away that he did it, but y'all making it like you making it seem like he's some revolutionary and he's sticking it to the man to the Trump administration.
That's not what I'm
saying.
saying.
That's how you sound.
That's not what I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is if Jay-Z, speaking from his perspective, I have plenty of money and I can do shit to say fuck you. I have plenty of power and I can do shit to say fuck you to this administration. No, it's not going to change laws or generations or perspectives or anything like that. It's just me saying fuck you to the administration that's in power. It ain't anything deeper than that.
Ain't no fuck you, bro. Because there's a lot of other shit Jay-Z can do for us that'd be a fuck you that he don't.
See, now that's
so.
That's another conversation.
My point, and I didn't even mean to go here, but you brought it up and just brought it out. My thing is, I appreciate everything you said, FIFO Luther King, as far as bringing us together and coaching and all that. That's all sweet. Yeah, it was a dope performance, man. It was definitely dope. Again, I don't know Spanish, so I didn't understand the songs, but I could see the messaging, and that was just dope to see. Like, it was dope to see. As far as it being a political statement, I don't give a fuck if it's political or not. Again, I just want people, like, I know people going through a lot of shit dealing with ICE, like the Latino community dealing with a lot of shit. I know they probably just felt good seeing somebody on stage for them. So I'm just happy that they're able to see the same way I felt last year seeing Kendrick up there. I know they felt the same way seeing Bad Bunny. So
1,000,000%.
Hey,
real quick. Hold on, Shut up, real quick. Two real quick points. Number one, just for comparison's sake, I just went to Spotify to see how many monthly listeners Beyonce has. I'm rounding up. She got 55 million. Bad Bunny got 100 million. I'm rounding up, but it's very close to those figures. Number two, bro, it was this performance for me, and I know that other Afro-Latino people feel the same way, bro. It was hella emotional, bro. I've watched it 3 times already. And every time I get emotional for it. And again, Like y'all could y'all could feel it, y'all could understand it to a degree, but unless you're from that culture, the same way hip hop, if you wasn't from hip hop last year, it didn't hit the same. It's not gonna hit the same for y'all, and it's not meant to. It's meant to hit me. It's meant to hit my people. It's meant to hit the Dominicans, the Cubans, the Ecuadorians, all of them. Is meant to hit us that way. But we appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, being a part of it and understanding it to a degree. But it's not the deeper meaning isn't meant to hit y'all.
You know the dopest part of it, FIFO. Hey, but look at what is Taylor Swift though? She would have been big, and I think she'll be there next year. The dopest part to me was that's what she said.
Yeah, like they can't afford her. Like she won't. Like you have to sign away all your rights.
They don't pay.
They don't pay for this one, and you have to sign away your rights and stuff.
That's not true either, Lou.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
I think Taylor Swift would be the next, either Taylor Swift or Miley Cyrus.
I was gonna say
the dopest part to me was the taco stand. I don't know if y'all saw the taco stand. He had like a small business. The lines are wrapped around the building today for that taco store, well, Monday since for that taco stand he did. The dude got like 2 or 3 locations, but he put it in the show, and the dude, his business has been going through the roof since he did that. So that was pretty dope. Highlighting small business was a part of his performance too.
Right before the taco stand up in Agua, it's like shaved ice with
I saw that,
bro. To me, just because I grew up on all this shit, it was. And Ken, when we did the review of this album, then I say this is the music my mama used to play at the house, and he just remade it into something new for my generation, younger generation, and for the old heads that still want to listen to music. Like Bad Bunny he's the bridge, bro, in the Latin sector, dog. Like there's nothing else like him.
Dope.
Oh, did you go, Nick?
I mean, yeah, I went. The only thing I was gonna respond was like, "Damn, FIFO, you had to tear down a black woman to build up Bad Bunny, bro. You had to give us the stats like Beyonce."
No, Beyonce ain't shit. Beyonce. For comparative sake, you're the one that threw out Beyonce.
You said Beyonce doing 2 million, Bad Bunny doing 100. Fuck around.
Yeah, I mean that was
it
was a terrible comparison because it ain't the same, bro. It ain't the same. I get you, but it's a terrible comparison.
I didn't throw that name out there.
I didn't compare. All right. Cool. We're glad to hear that. Shout out to Bad Bunny for getting all them folks out of there, especially them trees. I thought that was good. When he fell through that house, though, that shit was crazy. Don't worry about it, Spike.
How was the other one, Luke?
What you mean about getting
Luke, how was the other show?
I was Kid Rock. I was Kid Rock in there.
I didn't even know that was happening.
Hey, hold on. While we're here, did you see Kid Rock said that Jay-Z was a DEI hire?
Oh,
he was. He was. He ain't lying. I get it. If you bad at it for that one. Listen, he ain't lying.
Ain't nothing wrong being a DEI hire if you're doing a good job.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you bringing in money for your company, color shouldn't matter. The only thing should matter is green.
Bro, when Bad Bunny started rolling his hips, I was like, bro, they gonna get his ass up out of there, bro.
Well, they've been talking about it because he been gyrating. I'm like, y'all niggas like Michael Jackson ain't been on that same stage. Prince been on that same stage.
I was like, oh, you done went too far now.
What's crazy is them white women, they love them a Latin lover. Just like the white man loved them a Latin lady. So I ain't know why they was hating on the Super Bowl. It was pleasing to both sides. Somebody's pool boy was banging Bad Bunny just the other day.
Yeah, once he started rolling them hips, I think that's when the turning point ratings went up. They said, I can't watch this no more. Or they got their passport and they about to head over there. Well, you don't need one to go to Puerto Rico.
I was saying you don't need one.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I am mad Barty ain't grabbed the mic though. I thought Barty was, when I saw her, I was like, dang, all right, Barty.
Because they got a song together. I thought they was gonna do I Like It.
I Like It.
Yeah. I was surprised to see Rick. He brought Ricky Martin, and I was like, I ain't seen Ricky Martin in about 30 years.
Ricky Martin ain't seen Ricky Martin in about 30 years.
Ricky Martin ain't making music for Americans no more.
Clearly, boy.
Is Bad Bunny? Oh, my
No,
bad.
he don't. No, he don't.
Bad Bunny, nigga, bro. The Latino, they're still Latino American base, bro. Y'all niggas hell, bro. Y'all like
I'm talking about the.
I ain't say nothing.
The
Don't push.
American.
I didn't say
The American audience that watches the Super Bowl is not the main usual audience that watches that listens to Bad Bunny. That's what
which is exactly why it's a political statement.
that is not true. All right.
Yeah,
That's
no,
exactly
don't do it,
why-
Doc.
Yeah,
Don't do
about
it,
to say,
Doc.
yeah, I know. Y'all got
All right, super chats, man.
Tell you.
Sneaker Dome. I know the big topic this week is the Super Bowl, but I hope you guys talk about the Winter Olympics some. Y'all need to touch on the quad god for real. Touching on who?
God, who was the quad?
That's what I'm saying. Y'all be acting like
Did you watch
this.
the performance too?
This is
How
going.
is it?
This is not gonna make us watch it. When you say
They
shit,
talking
like
about Lindsay because she tore her ACL.
It's over with for her. It's
Is
like, she blew out.
And she
blew a tire.
She tried to still go for it right after the Super Bowl. It came out right after the Super Bowl. We watched it and she didn't even make it halfway down the slope.
Oh, Lindsey Vonn?
No.
Yeah.
Quad guard is the
Tore her
Ilya
ACL this year.
Melanin.
Oh,
or
well, I'm
whatever.
wrong.
Is that the
Yeah.
speed skating girl from Switzerland?
21-year-old American figure skating dominating the 2026
no.
Winter Olympics. It's a guy.
I was watching curling while we was talking. That's the most unbelievable sport. I feel like there's no way those little brooms, bro. There's no way that shit do nothing, bro. Like they was super intense. I swear to God, I was just watching that while we was talking. Man, they was super intense. I was like, bro, that shit ain't doing nothing, man.
Man, nigga, you can't do it, nigga. You can't do it, nigga.
No.
Keep your black ass
Look
off
though,
the ice, nigga.
no, that ain't what I'm saying, Jalen. It's super impressive. I just don't believe
it ain't
it,
super
though.
impressive. It's
impressive.
It's impressive.
It's impressive that they doing it and they getting it in the little thing, but I don't think that sweeping shit do nothing. You can't make
it helps make it go. Yeah, help it go. Nah, I'm not watching the Winter Olympics, bro. I haven't watched them since. I'm old school. I was watching wasn't Michelle Kwan and them back in the day. That's when I was watching the Olympics in the 50s.
But back then, the Olympics wasn't separate like it was now. Like it was just the Olympics. So you had figure skating and track and field and this all at the same time. Yeah, you did.
It's always been the summer and the
You had
winter.
Winter and Summer Olympics.
Yeah, it's always been the summer and the winter Olympics. I wasn't trying to. It's always been the summer and the winter Olympics. What are you talking about?
They separated them, bro.
They did not, FIFA.
They did.
But I wasn't knocking curling either. Curling is dope.
Hey, people didn't even watch it with it. That's our fault. People just said, "Hey, when it's the summertime, that's when they show up."
Hey, people, keep that passport with you, bro. Keep it with you.
People, need a Punxsutawney Phil
Hey, man,
People take a break.
So it was in '86 that they voted to switch them up. But okay, but I bet
It's always been.
You can look it up.
The Summer Olympics is every 4 years. The Winter Olympics every 2 years.
No, they're both every 4 years, but they're
they
switched
both.
every-
I know that's wrong, Spike. I know that's
Thank
wrong.
you.
The Summer
Thank
Olympics.
you. It's every 4 years for both. In '86, they
I know
voted
that
to
was
separate
wrong.
them.
We watching it the other year, Lou. That's
And that nigga said every 2 years. He thought it was. He got to correct people by being wrong.
Look, listen. This is Google. The International Olympic Committee voted in 1986 to separate the summer and winter games, ending the 70-year tradition of holding them in the same year.
So you stopped watching '86?
You wasn't even born in '86, people. Stop.
I was born before '86. What you talking about? No, but they said no. They voted in '86, but it didn't happen till '94. That's how I know. Fuck. Y'all niggas don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
You right.
Fuck out of here.
You right.
Hey. You was always separate. No, it wasn't. You just started watching.
Y'all stupid, bro.
This is an example of why we don't cover. We can't even find the
facts
games.
right. Get your fucking facts right, nigga. God damn, talking shit. Don't even know what you're talking about.
We the boys, different era guys. These kids don't drink milk. That was our earlier discussion. Vibes and stuff. The Patriots get embarrassed like that perfectly captures how it feels being an American right now. Okay. Rob Costa made the only QB to hurt his stock with the Super Bowl run.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
the only reason why it's not really too hurt is only his second year, so he got a long run.
Well, people, let me ask you this: what's the ranking between his draft classmates with Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels? You can add Bo Nix if you want to.
Yeah, he obviously he's in the top 5, but I think to me today I would still take Bo Nix over him today. I think Drake May could be better, but I still take Bo Nix today just because he's shown he's more clutch. And I'll take Caleb Williams because he's more clutch, and Jaden Daniels is a better athlete. You know what I'm saying? So to me right now, I'll take May 4th, but I think May could be the first or second best quarterback in his class, but he's not that today.
May 2.
Gino had the worst year I've seen for a QB from We Them Boys.
That's pretty bad. It was rough.
I'm gonna play this out the league.
Yeah. Tweets open doors again. Who would be the next team to win a ring without an elite QB? Seems like none of the elites besides Pat can win, and balanced teams do too. And I got one more thing to ask y'all before we get out of here that hasn't came up yet.
I say the next team to win a ring will probably be without an elite QB. Fuck around, be the Eagles.
They already did that.
Did that last year.
But he said next.
Next.
I
you would have to say Houston. Houston was primed to make a Super Bowl run.
Yeah, but Stroud can get back to being elite. What about Bryce Young? Since we're talking about the same quarterback.
That team is not ready, bro.
They didn't say win.
Maybe
they just said next.
The next one.
Yeah, they say win a ring, though.
I was
going to say the next one to win a ring.
Yeah, but it can happen anytime. Okay, coach.
Detroit.
I was gonna say
Detroit.
I was gonna say Atlanta at first, but before the old boy got,
Yeah, Atlanta would have been a lot of these windows are closed, man.
Do y'all feel Purdy is an elite quarterback?
No.
San Francisco is on.
Okay, so then San Francisco.
What about Caleb Williams? Is Caleb Williams elite?
Yes.
Not yet.
He only
I think he's like in that fringe. Like we've seen elite things, but can he put it together?
Yeah.
So I don't think he's elite yet.
They could win.
Yes,
they could win a Super Bowl.
They could, right. but that's the only reason why.
Honestly, this is the Bears' years too. The Bears could have easily, if they would have beat.
They were early though. But they were early. Like the Bears. Think about it, bro. They didn't even make the playoffs last year. To say, this was the moment. Come on, nah.
And it's best not to be too early like the Patriots were.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I knew this was coming up.
That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The big fight. The bad boys are back.
Yeah, they are.
What happened last night?
Well, what it looked like to me, and I was all into this game because it was a big game for Charlotte. Charlotte was going for their 10th straight win, and they had an early lead. They would say it again.
I was gonna put them in the AFC.
Yeah, they down there. Hey, Lou, they down there, but they climbing up slowly but surely. But
pause.
It was a litmus test to kind of see where they fall on the parameter of good teams, because this team just beat the Knicks by 20 the other day, Nick.
You talking about the Pistons, not the
Pistons.
The Pistons did do that.
This is going to be a test. Well, Charlotte was up 8 early, and it looked like they, were going to coach like they did the other games. Well, Pistons went on the run. It was like a 14-2 run. They took the lead at half, came out strong in the second half, and what they started doing was bullying Charlotte, kind of pushing them around a little bit. And I think it just got a little too physical down there. And you saw, what's the center name?
Isaiah Stewart.
Stewart was on the bench.
Duran.
Yeah, Jalen Duran. Duran was drafted by Charlotte and traded. And I still think it's some animosity there. So he go hard at Charlotte, but him and DeBanye, the center, not DeBanye, DeBase, whatever, can't think of our center's name.
I know you're talking about.
Diabate.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was a pretty tough foul by Diabate on Duran. They got in each other's face. He got mushed. Next thing you know, they were going at it. And Miles Bridges came in and took a swing at Jalen Duran, which caused Isaiah to get up, Stewart to get up off the bench, knees wrapped, towel around his, like locked around his legs, and they going at it. So it was pretty wild scene, man. It was pretty funny wild scene. I think some suspensions are gonna come for sure. They're gonna at least be suspended 1-2 games, maybe.
No, more than that.
B was talking about
1 or 2 games.
For the rest of the season.
It ain't gonna be that much.
Yeah, it's 10 games.
No.
Well, I would say
he came off the bench.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He came off the bench.
His suspension may be a little more stern, but the other guys were on the court. I look at about two games.
Would y'all sign up for if they did basketball like they did in hockey?
No,
or like you can take 2 minutes to fight.
No.
That'd be nice.
We had that type of basketball.
Blades of Steel.
We had
don't know
that
about
type
that.
of basketball.
Why they can do it in hockey? Y'all don't think they can do it in basketball?
No,
that'd be nice.
hockey, they got protective gear.
But they take it off the fight.
They drop the gloves.
Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't.
Bro, hockey players are known to be goons and goblins, bro. NBA players are pretty boys for the most part, but
you ever notice that
scrap in the middle?
Right. You ever notice that when they
there
fight,
are some goons though. There are some goons in the league.
You know what's funny though? I don't even think they are. You ever notice when they fight in the NBA, nobody ever really connects on punches?
Yeah, that's
but they tried though. This was different.
Fight, though.
Yeah,
Sheldon, what would you do if somebody put their whole hand in your face?
Yeah, it would be pretty bad. A big guy like Duran, though, I think I might just have to bite his finger or something.
Yeah,
that's a weird position to be in. Like, hold on, I gotta fight you. And all
he
the cameras.
paused his whole face, bro. His shit was gone. You just saw his hand. It mother looked like Two-Face. This shit was just,
bro. And everybody's watching too, so it ain't like you can escape it. That's the one thing.
You know when you get around your boys, you know they're gonna talk.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bro, you gonna let them do to you like that in Detroit?
Yeah, but that was a good matchup. That was a good 2-on-2 matchup. It was fun to watch.
Was this Stewart's only way to get on the court?
So, and did you see he's walking back to the tunnel? He said, "I'm in Detroit. You know what they drafted me for, and it's exactly this to be a bully and assert himself." That's exactly.
He gonna get suspended in the first round until the damn near conference finals if they make it. Doing goofy shit like that.
He'll get 5 games. Watch,
bro. Detroit right now is Detroit right now is showing that they are an emotional team. And as a Detroit fan, you can be excited about that. But as an opponent whose strategy to get into your head, oh yeah, niggas is gonna really start fucking with them and trying to see what these fights is gonna do. They gonna get one of their worst bench players or whatever to do some shit, and he gonna be out.
Hey, what LaMelo do?
God, nothing.
Okay.
I was like, I'm talking to you.
After that, when the fight was going
on, run these power rankings real quick though.
He ran out there and ran back and sit down. I didn't realize, man. They saying that he may get a 25-game suspension.
Yeah, he might miss the rest of the season.
25 games?
Yeah, don't run. You can't run off the bench and hit a nigga like, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Hey, before I go, I want y'all. This is going back to the halftime show real quick. Hey, it's a Republican lawmaker who wanted the FCC to look into it. He said because it was explicit displays of gay sexual acts, women gyrating provocatively, and Bad Bunny shamelessly grabbing his crotch while dry humping the air.
I told you, Jalen.
Yeah, see, that's stupid.
Hey man, let's run these power rankings, man. Jalen, did you get them done?
You was late. We do that next week, buddy.
He said, "Jalen, did you get it done?"
I'm gonna have a whole new power ranking by then. I'm just saying, he happened last week.
Hold on, we gonna let him run it just cause.
Guadalupe, I was feeling the whole performance. I thought it was some dope stuff. I'm gonna go back and listen to Bad Bunny some more.
He lying.
You have to listen to this shit.
Hey, let's run these real quick.
He gonna look
Let's
at
run
the
these real
house
quick.
bunny.
I am, man.
Playboy bunny.
Playboy
Sheldon cut that shit off quicker than I did, nigga.
Niggas be
I know you went and got some
gassing up.
wings. I know you went and got some wings for that shit.
I really did. I
know you did, nigga. I know you went and got some wings.
I saved
All
it
right,
on
so
my
look.
YouTube.
All right,
Watch later.
power rankings. So we get out of here.
Look. So these are my top 5 up and coming basketball players you should be watching out for. At number 5, we got the point guard from the Milwaukee Bucks, Ryan Rollins. This light-skinned cat, bro, he got a handle. He's clutch. I really like him. He's definitely establishing himself in the league. All right, number 4, I got Cason Wallace of OKC. Now, this dude is definitely one of those unsung heroes. He's a young guy, but he's one of the defensive stalwarts on that team. Look out for him. Look at his defensive net rating. It's ridiculous. At number 3, I got Trey Johnson from DC. Watch what this guy look at what he's done since they traded CJ McCollum, and also watch what he does next year with Trey Young and AD. This guy is going to be one of those top scorers in the league. If not next year, definitely the year after. Easy 25 points a game. At number 2, I got Denny Advija. Now, this guy, I really liked him when he was originally drafted to Washington. Obviously, it didn't work out there. He got traded. He made an all-star team this year. So he's definitely on the up and up, and obviously everybody else is starting to recognize. But the number 1 player I have on the list, and I have him there because I feel that his ceiling is higher than Denny, Anthony Black from Orlando. This kid here, bro, he is fucking balling. And I feel like he's only grown every single year. You go look at his rookie year versus last year versus this year, like he is growing, and I definitely think his ceiling is up there, and I think Orlando got themselves a gem. But these are my top 5 up-and-coming players in the league right now.
You ain't got Cuz from Philly?
I felt so everybody knows him. Like these are people. Oh, these are people that you probably don't know. This is not for the casual basketball fan. This is for, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be watching basketball to know these names. So yes, I love VJ Edgecombe, but everybody, he's been hyped already. So I didn't mention none of the youngins.
And those are your top 5 up and comers.
Yes, up and comers.
Got it.
All
right. We good?
Lou got 2 seconds, kid.
Hey, Lou been staying up lately, man. I'm proud of you, bro. You've been doing
yes. All right, man. Well, we're gonna leave it there, man. We'll catch you guys next week. We are out. Peace.
Peace.